Welcome back to Speedrun Ragnarok. I am Sparkover, and I'm going to be your host for this lovely little run coming up here of Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu by leggystarscream. Yay! We actually do have a couple donation incentives that I have cut off at this point, and I'll get those to you whenever you need them, but go ahead.
Awesome. Hi, everyone. How y'all doing? I'm Leggy, back again with the Pokemans this time, and joining me are Dijonketchup and Corvimae.
Hi, I'm Dijon.
Hello, I'm corvimae.
I run the better version of this game.
I didn't realize that you were talking a longer intro, and so I was accidentally extremely rude. I also run the good version of this game, which is not the one that Dijon is talking about.
There are no bad versions of this game.
Well, except for one. Anyways, this is Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. There are two versions of the Pokemon Let's Go game. There are Pikachu and Eevee. It is the hottest debate in the community. Which one is the better game? We all know it's Pikachu, so I think we can move on.
But you'll notice we're not on the game. We're deep in my Switch menu. That's because there's a thing that I'm going to try and set up that involves the time rolling over to a new day, which is why we're at 11:32 p.m. So I'm going to go on over. I will announce when time starts. So... yeah.
So you get to watch this very cute cutscene at the beginning, which you'll see in just a moment. Also, you cannot actually play this game with the Pro Controller. And we, in fact, have to play it with the Joy-Cons in order for the root to work. We'll explain why more later on. That's one of the nice things about running this game, is you get to use the ultimate controller, the Joy-Con.
The ultimate controller, the Joy-Con cradle with two Joy-Cons in it.
But what about the Pokeball controller?
I mean,
You could.
if you want to run with Mew, I guess.
There's a category extension, I believe, for it.
Yeah. So time is in 3, 2, 1, go.
Wake up, and that's the first thing you see in your face.
Yeah,
It's very cute.
I mean, we've just got an isekai, so...
We have a girl Pikachu, as you can see by Pikachu's tail. That is the Pikachu that we will eventually catch. It will be our main for the first half of the game.
Mm-hmm.
I never realized that the one that's in the intro is the gender you get as a starter.
Yeah. So now I need the player name.
The player name is Ash. A-S-H, of course.
Cool. I will also need the rival name imminently.
Alright, the rival name is going to be Draves, and that comes from a $10 donation from Dravenheart saying to name the rival in Let's Go Pikachu, Draves.
Heck yeah.
So that's D-R-A-V-E-S.
I don't believe there was a donation incentive to name Pikachu, correct?
If there was, there were no donations for that, but no, the only other one I have here is a donation for Starmie.
Sounds good.
I was about to say, name it Eevee.
Name it Eevee.
I will name the Pikachu Eevee for everyone.
It'll be the best Pikachu, or the best Eevee you ever see.
Yeah.
It's...
And then, no matter what...
Excuse me, the best Eevee you'll ever see is a Sylveon.
Anyway, now that we've awoken after becoming fully isekai'd into the world, got a quick bit of menuing to do.
When I get isekai'd, I always set my text speed fast first thing.
And
Well, you gotta. Just to, like...
You gotta.
And hey,
I
like,
can set
just,
my text speed as fast in real life as a person who has ADHD. I think my, like,
Ah.
general days would go a lot better.
Ah, haha, relatable.
what's up, Sparko?
just a quick question. Approximately how long are we looking at on the Starmie naming incentive as well, just so everyone can know?
Oh gosh, that's gonna be a little bit.
Like at least an hour and a half, I think, right?
Hear that, folks? You've got a lot of time, so you can name the Starmie. Currently in first place is, with $10, is the name Ultraman, but you can make that change if you wish.
Yeah.
Realistically speaking, you have, like...
I don't
an
know,
hour,
someone
2
check your
hours
splits.
ish.
Yeah. Like,
There is some time.
the cutoff will be when, after I go to Fuchsia City and pick up Surf, I'll fly back to Pallet Town, and that's when the cutoff's gonna be.
Lovely.
So, something you're going to notice is that this game doesn't have the regular battle mechanics for wild Pokemon that the rest of the series has. This game was meant to be sort of an introduction to the series that bridges to play off the popularity of Pokemon Go. So it bridges the catching mechanics of Pokemon Go with the battle mechanics of the mainline Pokemon series. So all of the catches will be with this sort of ring and then toss the ball at the right time interface. And that is all with motion controls.
Yep.
Yeah!
We love motion controls.
And they don't let you use the Pro Controller, even though the Pro Controller has motion.
It's... Well, we wouldn't be able to really use it for this run anyways.
Well, yeah, but like,
But,
just for casual play.
yeah, it's obnoxious.
Or at the very least, they could have, like, given you the option to play it, like, when you play it in handheld mode.
It is very... there's a lot of weird stuff about this game.
Yeah, the handheld mode, you move the, like, catch reticle around with the motion controls, but you can also control it with the control stick, and the control stick moves it way too fast, and the motion is way too sensitive. So don't play it in handheld mode.
Every time I try to, like, root stuff and I'm in handheld mode, because that's just how I generally play games on the Switch, I always am like, oh yeah, it's not good.
Forgot to do this.
This
Just click and then change name, yeah?
E.
This is the only Pokemon game where you can change your Pokemon's names anywhere. Which is nice.
And this is a naive Pikachu, which is perfectly runnable.
Yay! You can so, if you're not familiar with the math behind the scenes in Pokemon, the first thing you should know is that it's bad, and the second thing you should know is that there are essentially two major things that determine how good a random Pokemon is. Not all Pokemon are created equal. They have random stats called IVs, which stands for individual value, and they have that a random value from 0 to 31 in HP, attack, defense, special attack, special defense, and speed. And the higher that value is, the higher the stat growth for that stat. So ideally, you want all of your stats to be 31. And a nice thing about this game, because it was meant to be sort of an intro game, is that your starter Pokemon are guaranteed to have all 31 stats. They are all as good as they can be. Their base stats, which is a species-dependent value that pretty much like differentiates what makes like a Pikachu strength from an Eevee strength, those are also higher than would normally be in the wild. And so the only variance we have in our starter is the nature, which is a random value that increases one stat by 10% and decreases a different stat by 10%. And I want to say naive is plus special defense.
I haven't the slightest clue what anything is other than modest. Because
Yeah, the ones that are
straight
good.
all pains.
I only know about Adamant because of, Latios's.
I thought you knew about
Yeah.
it because you played Free Enterprise.
But I do have a chart up here as part of the notes. And naive is plus speed minus special defense.
Mine is special defense. That's what I said. We don't actually care about the speed of a Pikachu. Pikachu outspeeds everything in the game except for one thing that we use it for. A minus speed Pikachu outspeeds everything in the game except for two things. So speed's not a particularly make or break stat for Pikachu. So this is pretty much a very average Pikachu, which is fine. We can take average. No complaints with average.
Electric types tend to have higher speed in general, particularly Gen 1, which this game, while technically Gen 7 only contains Gen 1 Pokemon, other than Meltan and Melmetal, which were made specially as a tie-in between this game and Pokemon Go. It's a thing. Another thing about stats is most Pokemon games, have what's called EVs, or effort values, not like Eevee the Pokemon, which different Pokemon give out different EVs when you catch or defeat them, and you can have it's like a max of 252 in each stat, and then there's a max of like 500 something overall, I think it is. And those like kind of help boost your stats a little bit more. For speed runs, that's mostly just played into like experience routing and all that. But none of that matters because I guess like
I do have to talk about the one mechanic that we are going to use that you don't normally use in a speedrun for this marathon, which is every $50. You see how I got to pet the Pikachu? Every $50, I will stop whatever I'm doing and give Pikachu pets.
So,
Sorry, just to be clear, I'm wondering, is this $50 cumulative or individual donations?
$50 cumulative. So if we
That
have
does
10
every little
people,
bit contributes.
so if 10 people drop $5 each, that's a pet.
Gosh, you're making me do math here.
One of the nice
welcome to
things
Pokemon.
about this game, because we know all of our IVs, our 31, is that we can determine what our nature is from the level ups on level 6. And one of the big advantages starting Pikachu over Eevee is that on the Pikachu side, we level up here, and on the Eevee side, you level up one fight later, so it's like 2 minutes later.
Also, Pikachu has more runnable natures than Eevee. Because Pikachu can run the minus speed ones.
Yes.
Eevee cannot.
A run going in Pikachu.
So, everything I told you about EVs, throw all that out the window. They don't apply in this game. Part of the simplification of the game was that instead of having EVs, they have this thing where whenever you level up, you get like a bonus point in a stat. And I believe that is determined by the secondary characteristic of the Pokemon, which is like, if you look at like, you know, what the nature is, it also has a characteristic like loves to take naps or something. That determines like which stats get the extra point.
So as far as we understand it, the way that essentially it works is that your AVs are randomly determined when the Pokemon is created. That is to say, you can't like save scum it. If you save and level up again, you get the same AV. So what we think it's doing behind the scenes is so when it generates that list of like, at level 1, you get an extra attack, at level 2, you get an extra special attack or whatever, that it's weighting them towards the characteristic. So it's possible that even if you have a characteristic that like should often give you more attack, you just get a bunch of like use special defense ones early just because they're all like backloaded. And some runners have seen that.
Basically, they took out something entirely predictable and replaced it with more RNG.
Yeah.
So thanks, Game Freak.
Look, if you don't love RNG, then this is maybe not the series to run. This is the thing. Because boy howdy is there a good chunk of it.
Oh, yeah.
RNG in my Pokemon game? Never.
It's true. It's true.
Shaking
Can
my
I butt in for a
SMH.
second?
Yo, what's up?
We have a $50 donation from Eevee Tara saying, pet the Eevee. I mean, Pikachu. And also we've got a $5 donation from Hermit2121 saying, I want to see cute Pikachu with a very cute face in the writing, but I cannot say that face. But let's go. Let's get these cute pets in. Look at this.
Alright, Eevee, also known as Pikachu, has been pet.
Use the lure.
Yeah,
I was gonna say,
I like
you
taking a
perfectly
few
had-
steps over, just because if I have to catch the oddish outside, it makes it a little more likely.
Yeah. So what a lure does in this game is it increases the rate at which Pokemon spawn, which is nice, but more importantly, it will make it so that
Anything glowing?
the level of the Pokemon, all Pokemon that spawn after the lure while the lure is active, will be one higher than they could spawn unlured. So in this route, the level for like these Weedles and Oddishes are 3 to 6, or maybe 2 to 6. But as long as the lure is up, they will always be level 7, and that's important for gaining experience. And also important because the route of this game is rooted around Koga's gym entry requirement. Every gym in this game has an entry requirement asterisk. And Koga's is you have to have caught 50 Pokemon. And so that means we want to generally catch things as high as possible, because that just means less levels that we have to level them up. Also because every level up in this game is incredibly slow.
Oh!
Oh,
Bulbasaur!
bonus!
Bulbasaur is the rare spawn on this route, which means it is, there's a mechanic called a catch chain, which is if you've caught a bunch of the same Pokemon in a row, it increases the chances of like shinies and for rares to appear. Bulbasaur is considered the rare spawn. If you are in a catch chain, it increases the chance of Bulbasaur. Otherwise, it is like sub 1% or something like that. Also, there can only be one rare spawn on the map at a time. So 2 Bulbasaurs cannot spawn unless you cut the first one already. Which is really fun if you're shiny hunting Bulbasaur in this game. You kind of have to run into Bulbasaur for hours. Not that I would know.
Yeah, so generally you don't count on catching a Bulbasaur because, it's very unlikely to show up. But it shows up sometimes, and so you can just go ahead and catch it. It's not too difficult to catch. It's extra experience towards the experience route. And, it's one less Pokemon you have to worry about towards that 50 count.
Leggy is also using the second controller. This game has a co-op mode where you can bring in a support trainer, and the support trainer lets you treat battles as if they were double battles, which is extremely broken. And it also lets you throw 2 Pokeballs. And what that does is it essentially doubles the catch chance of the Pokeball, and it gives a bonus experience if you throw them in sync with what's called a synchronized bonus. So we're pretty much going to catch everything we can with the support trainer because it will give us more experience and it just makes it less likely for there to be breakouts. The only exception is you cannot summon the support trainer when you are using Secret Technique C Skim,
Surfy
as well
surf.
as if you only if you only have 1 Pokemon in your party.
Yep.
The experience rate in the beginning of the game is really tight. You have to hit level 15 in time for Misty's gym in order to get in. That is Misty's gym entry requirement. Fortunately, there are a lot of multipliers that can get applied to the catch when you do it. If you notice that Leggy's been getting excellent catches, that will apply I believe, 1.5 times multiplier. If you add in a good catch, that would be 1.25, and a nice catch is 1.1. But because it's of all of these synchronized bonuses, that is a 2 times multiplier. If you catch it on the first ball, I believe that's a 1.5 or 2 times multiplier. And then finally, if the Pokemon is very large or very small, which means that it's this blue, has this blue effect around it, or the red effect that you might have seen. I don't see any in the map right now. That
the
will be
Weedle
another
was
multiplier.
big.
There's also a chance of a very big or a very small, which is an additional multiplier which pretty much just sets your experience good for a while.
Yeah,
Leggy's going to try to catch an Oddish here, because the requirement to get into Brock's gym is you have to have a water or a grass Pokemon. There are 2 grass... You actually don't need to catch Oddish because you have Bulbasaur, but you want to, because Oddish is good.
I mean, it's easy to catch, and again, more towards the total.
Oddish is good.
Dang it.
Yeah, the requirement to get into Brock's gym is you have to have either a water or a grass-type Pokemon. There are 2 grass-type Pokemon available to us at this point, and they're Oddish and Bulbasaur, and there are no water types, so we don't have a lot of options.
The only way you would be showing the guy a water type is if you traded one over, which you can't do in the speedrun. And also there's no reason to anyway, unless you're doing like an alt main run, which is... An alt main run is, or I guess trade alt main in this case. I don't know. Is trade alt main a thing in Let's Go?
Yeah, you can do trade alt main in Let's Go.
Yeah, so trade alt main is basically where you start the game, where as soon as you can, as you have the ability to like trade Pokemon, you trade one over, and you run the game exclusively using that one for battles and such. Oddish isn't necessarily needed because we got the Bulbasaur, but like he caught it anyway because it's an extra catch.
It's also better.
Yeah.
If you catch an Oddish here, you can do the 1 controller fight for Brock, which is faster.
Yeah, I was about to say, also Oddish is used in the Pika route.
Yeah. You can also use Oddish to get through most of Mount Moon, which is nice as well.
Yeah, and honestly, I am a huge proponent of taking Oddish all the way up to Gloom.
No, I wholeheartedly disagree.
I mean, it's probably wrong, but, you know...
so slow. So you probably noticed that every single time something levels up in this game, it's like a 3-second dialogue box. For some reason, that's how I did it in this game, is that every level is slow. And so some things that you might think, oh, we'll just keep it in there because you can just level it and that's another catch, we don't always want to do just because of how many level up text boxes it takes for it to evolve. Because Gloom's like level 22, right?
21.
21?
Yeah. But by the time you get through Mount Moon, you're already level 15.
It's 36 seconds.
Thankfully, somebody learned from this and made it so that when you have everyone leveling up in Sword and Shield, which is forced EXP share, it at least lets you just like skip all the like bars filling up and go straight to the end.
Well, it doesn't like at the same time. Doesn't it?
But
doesn't it do them like in parallel?
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like you can press the button to skip the animation.
Yeah. So that's not actually always a one-shot. You have to have a good Oddish for that to be a one-shot there. But this Oddish is good.
And I think if a Pokemon levels up multiple times in one...
It'll be one text box, yeah.
One fight. Yeah, it just shows the highest level text box. This one shows each individual level's text box. Also, Onix has very terrible stats for a Pokemon that big.
They're quite bad, yeah.
Steelix is not much better.
So Blue is not actually our rival in this game, like he was in the original game. Our rival is Trace, who is a worse rival in pretty much all ways.
Yeah, this takes place in some weird alternate universe where Red and Blue already like completed their Pokemon journey, and Blue became champion, and then Red became champion after that. And then you come in, but you do everything that they did in Gen 1, like, you know, taking down Team Rocket and whatnot. It's very strange. But it also...
How, like, Oras is supposed to be, like, a parallel universe to the original games. but this is a weirder version of that.
Yeah, but it also, like, sort of bridges the gap very slightly between Gen 1 and Gen 2, because, spoiler alert for later in the run, once you defeat the final gym and Giovanni goes into hiding, Blue comes in and decides he's going to take over the gym, which is, Blue runs the gym in Johto, like Kanto in Gen 2.
Where does this fit in the timeline?
Look, I'm just saying it's an isekai AU where the player is an outsider brought into the Pokemon world, living through an alternate adventure.
But Leggy, we all live in a Pokemon world.
Do
I
we?
don't.
I don't think I do.
I mean, not since the ad campaign stopped.
Sandrew!
Yeah.
So Sandshrew and Mankey are nice bonus catches because they're easy to catch and they're more experience. Normally we tend to not catch things that are one stage. But in this early game, things in the early game are just easier to catch. So pretty much as much as you can catch in the early game, the better.
Yeah. And also, because we don't even have a lure up right now, it's going to be something that we're just not even going to worry about.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where if you see it, it's a nice bonus towards the total.
Exactly.
And less likely that you have to catch Tentacool.
Tentacle's not that bad. Tangle is bad.
Oh, I've never got Tangela.
One thing you'll notice is that often you'll catch something and then the same thing will pop up. If you're on a catch chain, then that Pokemon is slightly more likely to spawn, which is very fun when you've been waiting for some 1% spawn to show up, and then all of a sudden, like, 3 of them appear. It's like the game taunting you. We spent an outrageous $500 to buy a Magikarp here, because it is much faster to get gift Pokemon here, which is like technically considered, just because the animation is way shorter. It's like 12 seconds instead of 30 or whatever.
Plus, if you wanted to catch Magikarp, it'd be a forced 1 controller because you're gonna be in the water.
Magikarp's weirdly hard to catch in this game.
Yeah. But if you're doing, like, Diploma, you end up just, like, catching a Magikarp anyway, because it's at a high enough level to evolve in 1 level. Co-op Diploma Co-op Diploma is fun. It's a run that Leggy and I have done together a few times, where one person plays Eevee, one person plays Pikachu, and you work together to both complete the Pokedex and get your diploma from the Game Freak office.
That sounds fun. I should try that.
Yeah, you should. With like
try that.
With like several different people.
That sounds cool. Does anyone want to do diploma with me?
We should do that sometime.
I'm down.
We should. You both do Pika.
Double Pika diploma. I can't find a single problem with that idea.
Yeah.
I mean, I have Eevee as well for running diploma, so I could. I've only done it once with Greta.
Or I could run Eevee.
That's also an option.
Or I could just buy Eevee and get a better time because this is actually the physical version of Pika. Which is annoyingly slower because, load times on physical hardware.
Oh my god, okay, so my old PB was I bought this game digital, but I didn't know about the SD card thing. Or like I did, but I didn't realize I had it on my SD card. So I was essentially running digital on physical speed. And then I copied it over because I'm dumb and transferred and did a couple runs. And even though my runs were way less lucky, it didn't matter because it saves so much time. It's 3 minutes.
Yeah, even though the Nintendo Switch runs off of physical media, it still has longer loading times off of the card than on digital. But on digital, you also need it to be on the internal memory and not the SD card for it to go faster. Basically, running games on the Nintendo Switch is bad. Don't do it.
Do you not know the fast cycle for Geodude?
I don't.
So if he attacks first, ring,
Mm-hmm.
and if you throw it at, like as he's pulling his arm back, it'll always be an excellent.
Oh, nice.
We're learning.
Yeah. That's a little
Science.
trick y'all can employ at home.
Take it home with you.
What? One hop this time.
Oh no. Well, anyway, we're gonna be here for a little
So-
bit. So if there's donations, that would be a great time for them.
Well, I mean, we have still got this incentive open for naming Starmie coming up later on in the run. You can still get your choice in for that if you bid anything over $10. And of course, there is also our ongoing incentive for petting Pikachu. Any donations will go towards it, and every $50 we raise in incremental, added up together, me doing math, we'll get to stop what we're doing in the run and pet Pikachu right away. And just so you know, we currently are at $5 out of 50 towards that. So any amount you can donate, that would be fantastic.
So as you can see, leveling up and evolving takes forever in this game, which is why it's very fun that we have to catch 50 Pokemon. Though, admittedly, this run would actually not be fun if we didn't have to catch
Nope.
Pokemon.
Get the Chansey. Get the Chansey. Get the Chansey. Get the
Don't get the
Chansey.
Chansey. The big Chansey is the worst mistake ever. Oh my god.
But look at that
You're gonna be
friend,
here
she's a
forever.
sweetie.
You're
Yeah.
gonna be here forever.
We're not doing this. We're not doing this.
Ah,
Oh.
go get
So
the
the thing with
Clefairy.
Chansey
I will get
is
the
that
Clefairy.
The Clefairy's good. We want
see,
Clefairy.
my stalling made the Clefairy spawn. You're
It's a
welcome.
So the thing with Clefairy is that Clefairy is essentially an experience pinata, and that was a glowing Clefairy, which means we would be sitting here for like
Chansey.
3 minutes just watching level ups.
Yeah,
It was-
I've done it before. It's a time.
I saw Joker once get, I think it was a like 4 times Zapdos
Hi,
or something.
I'm sorry,
in an
can
AOP
we,
run.
can we talk about what just happened? That's not okay.
It's so slow. I thought we're trying to play the game quickly.
But Chansey!
I don't know.
And then
Are
you
we?
hit level if you
Aren't
hit
we,
level
like-
13 on Butterfree, then you have to learn like 8 moves, and that's another 20
But-
seconds down the drain.
But
Listen,
aren't we like half an hour ahead?
we don't care about time. We care about Chansey.
Chansey!
Chansey.
We care
Chansey!
about Pikachu pets.
And Pikachu pets.
We
Okay,
have a
they're
$50
also-
donation from Prof Ness saying, if we name Starmie Pikachu, can we pet Starmie?
Sadly, no.
That'd be cool. That'd be a fun little thing.
But thank you very much for that donation. That does give us another round of Pikachu pets for us here.
Hey, and you're in the menu. Convenient.
Yeah. I also hecked up and taught over Absorb, so we're just gonna...
I was wondering about that, yeah. Well, you don't need Absorb, do you?
No, because I'll just headbutt the Sandshrew.
Oh, for Sandshrew.
Paris. Paris.
I
Paris.
was thinking J and
Yeah,
J.
but I'm far enough ahead anyway.
Okay.
Well, I mean, Paris does suck to catch.
Nah.
If I see another
I
one.
know Kerbis was for a while trying to find out a way to root out Paris, and just couldn't get it consistent. You just need that experience, it sucks.
Yeah. But, like, with the Bulbasaur and with the Sandshrew, I'm feeling pretty comfortable already, you know, shy of I'm already a little over level 14 right now.
Nice flinch. Yeah, Headbutt is the move that has a chance of causing a flinch, so if you go first and use it, and it procs the flinch, then your opponent just doesn't get to
Oh my God.
have a move.
No.
Oh,
No.
that Onyx spawned like almost
No,
right
Onyx
on
is
top
good
of
here! Onyx is so good.
If it had spawned on top of me, I would have...
Early Onyx is so good.
I mean, it is an early ride poke.
you.
True. That's the Headstrong special.
Does it even actually save time if you get it first try?
Well, no, it's not. It's not any faster to ride, but it's just a good experience.
It's a
And it's and the Mount Moon Onyx is like actually good because it's easy to catch and it's a good experience. Same with Clefable.
Also, I'm assuming you didn't get double Moonstone.
Oh, I didn't even bother to look. Whoops.
Oh.
And double,
Today's just a disaster.
in the basement there, every day, so there's always a Moonstone that spawns the first day, and every day there's a 1/3 chance for another Moonstone to spawn. So we set the timer so that we hope that we are in a battle or like a menu during that 1/3 time, or during the time that the day rolls over to the next day, because it cannot spawn unless you are currently in a battle. Yeah, if you get the double Moonstone, essentially it's a free evolution of one of your Moonstone pokes, so it's just a nice little bonus, but it's not like a make or break on the run.
Yeah.
Someone should find a way to manipulate that.
We found a way to manipulate rare candies.
You're welcome.
That's what I was. Yeah, someone found a way to manipulate like respawning the.
The funny thing is, it's literally just Dentrix from Swish. We just never thought about it. And then like if you like Google it, and you look on like the Let's Go subreddit, somebody like mentioned this like a year ago, and we just didn't know. It doesn't really matter that much for most categories. It doesn't affect any percent really at all, but
it'll help Diploma.
It helps AOP a lot.
Yeah.
Because AOP had to wait to catch a Clefable because you just didn't have enough Moonstones, but now we do, because you can just manip a Moonstone. Manip a Moonstone. That's words.
Bat!
Hi, Zoob.
Moonstone is my favorite Tejano band.
Oh, there's so many Parises down here.
A pair of them.
Okay. I gotta go.
It's been fun.
I gotta go.
But yeah, we're sitting at 14 out of the requisite 50 Pokemon right now, which is actually, really good for this stage of the game.
But got plenty of time to get the rest, because we end up doing Koga's Gym 7th out of the 8. And basically, once you've done the first 2 gyms, you could do 3 through 7 in any order that you want. Game doesn't stop you, and there's no badge requirements for HMs in this game, because there are no HMs in this game.
It's true, there's only secret techniques, which are more fun. Well, usually.
Secret.
It's basically an HM that you don't tie to a Pokemon, so it doesn't mean you have to eat up a move slot. I was hoping that first double kick would get the
range.
one punch kill.
You have the money that you can buy an extra X attack, and then use that if you're low level. You don't have good enough attack.
Raise Helix.
It's like marginally faster. It's not a huge deal by any means, though.
I mean, I did use an X attack on the Super Nerd fight.
Okay, I missed it.
Yeah, I'm
This
using.
Pikachu's bad.
I wasn't paying attention to my attack, but the new route does use an X attack there to get the guaranteed one hit from the double kick. But I was hoping to do it at only one of the 2 kicks.
Did you pick Helix?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But you want to pick Dome is optimal because you get to see Ammonite later, and I love Ammonite.
Do you get to see it?
But
Helix is closer to the exit.
That's true. Whichever one you pick, the other one is what you see at the Go Park. So keep an eye out for that.
Oh, double poison all the way across the sky. does it mean?
It means we're taking damage every turn.
That is what poison does. That is true.
Yeah.
Nice gust, Butterfree.
Yeah. This is kind of a exciting rocket fight.
The
This
ideal
is what-
fight for this is the 2-turn if you have oddish and good special attack. But you have to have good special attack for it to actually
Yeah.
work.
This is
Oh no,
what
coughing. I
French.
still haven't died. Yeah.
This is what the French would call a fiasco.
36
Also-
attack.
Spicy.
It's a fun Misty range, right?
It's 10 out of 16.
Oh, this is not a particularly great Pikachu. It's,
Oh, I need to heal
Unfortunately.
regardless.
Sure, yeah.
Also, when does the Marathon Shiny show up?
Well, we already
that's
had the
common at
Marathon
any percent.
Bulbasaur and the Marathon Chansey, so...
True. That means we're just overdue for a shiny. Will your Marathon Shiny be as good as my Marathon Shiny, though?
What was
Monkey.
yours?
Yeah.
I got
The cup-
Electrode.
Yeah, a couple years ago for Speedrun Ragnarok, actually, I ran Eevee, and in Mount Moon there was a shiny Zubat.
Ooh.
Zoob.
And then for a donation incentive on the fly, we brought it with us through the Elite Four.
Nice.
You tend to see more shinies in this game just because, unlike Sword and Shield, if the Pokemon is shiny, it'll appear shiny on the overworld, which is, I don't know why they didn't keep that. It's great. Double
yeah, they
Monkey.
should have.
All the way across the sky.
And so, I did a run of Diploma or Hotfix with Gym Freak 2 weeks ago now, and we got a shiny Electrode, which is actually a sick shiny.
Oh yeah.
It's blue.
Way better than the shiny that I got in my doing runs before then was freaking shiny Champ, which sucks. So it was much better.
So there's a guy here who can teach your starter Pokemon special attacks that no other Pokemon can learn.
They're very broken.
Yeah, they're very broken. Pikachu can learn Zippy Zap here, and that's about it. But Eevee can learn
A bajillion
Buzz.
moves.
Yeah, like Buzzy Buzz, which is electric. Bubble,
Bouncy Bubble,
Bouncy Bubble, which is water.
Sizzly Slide.
Sizzly Slide as fire. So those are the three you can learn at that center. And then you get more later on in the game.
You'll never
Also-
guess the theme.
Yeah.
But
so
we use all three of those get used in this run. And the cool thing is, not only are they electric, water, fire moves for your Eevee. The electric one guarantees paralysis. The water one is basically like Giga Drain, but water type. And the fire one is a guaranteed burn.
Yeah, they're extremely good moves. If you cheat and try to transfer these Pokemon into Sword and Shield, the game is like, absolutely not. We only get Zippy Zap though. Zippy Zap always crits. It's a 50 power move that always crits and has priority, which means it will go faster than most moves. And all the other ones are themed after like the different like themes and variations on Pikachu.
Yeah, there's
So,
like
like,
a surfing
Surfing
equivalent.
one, yeah. Like the flying Pikachu, all those classic Pokemon cards is what all the Pikachu moves are inspired on. And unfortunately, none of the other ones are particularly useful for us, so we just use Zippy Zap. But Zippy Zap is great.
And then Eevee gets Glitzy Glow in Celadon, which is used. It's psychic, and it's used in the run. Also in that Pokemon Center, which we don't end up using in the EV run, is Batty Bad, which is dark.
Glitziglow is possibly the best move they've ever put in Pokemon. It is so good.
Anyway, that's 2 gyms down.
Yay! Also,
again.
Also, since you're required to have level 15 to get in here, if you get to Cerulean and your partner is not yet level 15, you can alternately do Nugget Bridge first and then come back. It's slower, but you don't have to reset a run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like 40 seconds slower or so. So you don't want to do it, but
Yeah.
you can.
And the other thing you can do is, like, if you're close but not quite at 15, if you catch a few Pokemon outside, like where we found the Mankey, that can often be the difference if you're like 14 and almost there.
I had a PB that did that for a bit.
Yeah.
I caught like 3 things.
Oof.
It was bad. Good flinch. So after this is gonna be Nugget Bridge, which is probably the dullest part of the run, because in any Gen 1 run, it is the boring part where you fight 5 trainers in a row and they're all easy fights.
And then we have Ditch Bill.
Then we have Ditch Bill.
Yeah, where we're gonna ditch Bill.
Yeah.
It's not going to be a good Ditch Bill time, but...
It's not a very good Ditch Bill time, that's true. So
Yeah.
if there are some donations, it would be probably a good time during Nugget Bridge. I would say.
Hello. I would say so too. Actually, we have a $50 donation from Take Siege saying, please use all of my money to name the Starmie Raichu. And that also does mean after this battle, or the next chance you'll get, we will be getting some more Pikachu pets.
It'll be right after this battle.
Fantastic.
See, all these fights be 1 or 2 shots. Okay. I was not prepared. Any Venonat fans in the couch? I don't know.
Unclear. Petting Pikachu also definitely increases friendship, right?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it does.
Yeah. So like,
So it's actually just extra bad.
but it's worth it.
Friendship's bad in this game because there's a thing called what we call turnarounds, which is when your friendship is high enough, your Pokemon will turn around after you after you use an item on them or get a critical hit, and it is slow, and it's like 2 seconds per turnaround. So in the late game, we actually have it rooted to avoid turnarounds as late as possible. In the early game, we can't really affect that because of just the minutia of how friendship works in this game, which is very confusing, and it took us a while to figure out. This is not even the first time that I've said friendship's bad in a marathon context. Pretty much every time I commentate Let's Go, I have to talk about how friendship's dead.
So you're like the anti-anime protagonist.
Exactly.
Turn around, bright eyes.
Nope, I've just completely fallen apart.
Ooh, nice flinch again.
Yeah, I'm getting good flinch RNG, and I'm here for it.
Yeah. I'm scared to see how the game punishes us for that later.
I will save before Giovanni.
No, it'll just get a bad star. That's the rule of Let's Go. You'll either get a bad Route 10 or a bad star. That's the law of large Let's Go's.
Oh no, you also have to worry about Lance and Final Rival.
I will also be saving there too.
Fake out.
So-
See, that's how it pays you back a little bit.
Yeah.
Fake Out is a move that attacks first and causes the other Pokemon to guaranteed flinch, but it doesn't do much damage.
And you can only use it the first turn the Pokemon is sent out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is unfortunately +2 priority, and Zippy Zap is +1 priority, thus it is always before us. Do you do knock skip?
Which one is that?
That's where you go around the trainer up here, above instead of below.
Oh, I haven't taken the time to learn that yet.
Neither have I. The only person who does it is Joker.
Fair.
Joker just insists everyone should do it,
Skipping trainer.
but I'm too lazy.
Yeah. Like, my problem is I don't have any saves set up to, like, practice this.
Yeah, I feel
So,
bad.
anytime that I'm running this, I'm just running it.
You'll get
Yeah,
boss skip though.
The problem with, like, needing practice saves is, like, yeah, like, you can have multiple saves because they save to the console and not the card for this console. But you still only have one per profile, and a max of 8 profiles on your Switch.
I mean, it's better than it used to be. at the
It's
very least.
better than it used to be, yeah. But you still also have to, like, make a new profile, start completely from scratch, and then get to the point you want to practice and save.
Yeah, it's annoying.
And then just never delete that save ever.
Or transfer systems. Well, you can transfer between systems, but it's obnoxious and...
Yes, all of us with our multiple Switches.
You could, like, replace one. Like, when I got the Animal Crossing one, I sold my old one to my sister.
Catch the Venonat! Catch the Venonat!
Venonat slow.
But Venonat is best.
Venonat slow.
Venonat is good, and therefore should be free and not crammed in my Pokemon
This is the
PC.
first trainer skip we do. The trainer vision this game, super weird. It's essentially like laser line sight. And so, if you haven't noticed, the game is still built on a grid, just like the original games. And so, but the trainers do not see across the entire grid tile. They just see directly in front of the center of them. And so we're able to abuse that in some situations to get around them in things that seem like are complete nonsense. In that case, their sight does not extend all the way up, and because of the laser line vision, if you just step between them, you can just walk down between them.
Yeah, most of the 3D Pokemon games, the sight is more cone shaped.
Yeah.
Not here. Which makes it
ones
easier
like-
to abuse the windows, especially if you have a Rapidash. I say
They wanted
easy,
to like
but
make it more similar to the original games in terms of like the trainers do the exclamation point and they walk towards you versus the like Sword and Shield or like the general Gen 7 and above style of the cone of vision. Then it just instantly jumps into battle.
I thought Gen 7 they walked up to you.
I don't think they do an Usum.
Ah,
I don't know about Sun and Moon. I have not played Sun and Moon.
I do appreciate Sword and Shield runs not having to like go up and talk to the ones
so
that we have
nice.
to fight. You just go and it's fine.
So there's a category called Ditch Bill that we referenced before. It is a category extension where your goal is to get to Bill, talk to him, and then leave without freeing him from the Pokemon teleporter thing in his Nidorino
Chansey.
prison. That was actually born out of a bunch of runners forgetting to do this cutscene and then walking all the way down and then having to come back because they forgot to do it. Shout outs to Joker Sleeps, who is the world record holder in both AOP and Diploma, who managed to talk about how he wasn't going to ditch Bill and was going to remember while doing a Diploma race with me, and then got halfway back to Cerulean and then said, "Guys, you'll never guess what I just did." It's very dumb.
Chansey.
We won't see. We likely won't see a Chansey for a bit. Chansey is the rare spawn on like half the routes on the game.
Yeah, Chansey is like a 1% spawn rate on just about every route. There's some exceptions, obviously.
It's
but,
very
like,
annoying for
caught
Diploma.
Bulbasaur, but we didn't catch Chansey.
Yeah,
Correct.
because Bulbasaur's good.
Yeah, one
Chansey.
of them is much easier to catch.
Chansey.
See,
That's-
Chansey has Bulbasaur has the yellow ring, which is pretty bad, but Chansey has the orange ring, which is quite bad.
Fancy.
It is, at least it isn't a red ring.
The red ring is
Chansey.
very, very bad. Pikachu's, this is the 16 film Detective Pikachu. It was 2018. I think it's 2018 film Detective Pikachu.
It's
Oh,
29.
over.
It's 2019 because I worked at the movie theater when it came out.
2016 definitely felt early, but 2019 feels so recent.
Well, 2019
right?
and 2016 feel about the same distance away for me.
Yeah.
I mean, I still think yesterday was 2006.
Well, the 90s were only 10 years ago, so.
Right.
So this cutscene is called The Kiss. It is the most infinite cutscene in this game.
The most what?
The most infamous cutscene in this game.
Okay.
What'd you think I said? Did you think I said intimate?
No, you said infinite.
Infamous cutscene. They're gonna kiss.
Psych.
What do you mean, psych? They just didn't show it because that would be
Oh, that would make it a, you know.
You can't show a heterosexual kiss on television.
Yeah, that would
Wow.
make it PG instead of G.
Do you know that barely any children's movies are rated G anymore?
Weird.
Like,
It's because of all the graphic violence.
like all the Disney movies that came out when I was at when I worked at the theater, they were all PG.
Well, it's because
Huh.
they say bad words like hell.
Wow.
True.
Whoa.
So in the
whoa,
underground,
whoa.
there are 3 money items that respawn every day. We're only going to grab the middle one, which is always a nugget. For Diploma, we'd grab the other 2 as well. But if you have this game, every day, you can go get money items. I actually grinded out a bunch of money items the other day, because I ran out of lures.
Also, Leggy is now banned from future Speedrun Ragnarok for saying the HE double hockey sticks.
Like, my
Yeah, come
monocle
on.
just popped out hearing that. My heavens.
I say... Here, I thought this was a respectable program, but much to my dismay, it seemed that it's been infected with all sorts of debauchery.
That's fine.
Jigglypuff is an easy catch. You throw it immediately, and you pray.
Except
That's
I
not
don't
gonna
have
be-
a second companion, so...
Oh, well,
Oh, you still got an excellent.
yeah, you actually didn't get punished. So that's good.
Yeah. I'm
Never
just
punished.
like... I don't have a friend, so I'm just gonna throw a berry.
That's what I do most days at home in quarantine.
Aww. You're not gonna learn light screen? What if light screen was 80 base power? Then I bet you'd learn it.
Yeah, probably. Ooh.
Dog,
Pepper.
So dog's actually very important to get. We need dog to get through this next section of the game. This is the part of the game where we start cheating. By using the second controller, we turn all the game battles into double battles, and because Pikachu kind of just struggles in this mid-game section just because it's typing and whatnot. So we use dog as our secondary, and dog helps us take care of all the things that are bad for Pikachu, unless we get an unpog dog, in which case we'll have a bad time.
meanwhile, Eevee doesn't need to do double battles until the game corner.
Yeah, but the only difference is that Pikachu, you actually get to play the game and not reset for an hour. I don't know why I'm saying that like a good.
Get
I
this
don't know why
rare
I'm saying that
candy.
like it's a thing that I experience because I run ORAS, but
Listen,
You know what? Sure.
oh, I mean rat hair's not. It's like fine.
Yeah.
3 levels.
So- Yeah, it's like
3 levels and a move.
That was the thing the community people said, right?
yeah, 3 levels in a move.
They did move to Yahoo.
True, that is a move.
Everyone,
me a
I am
second.
deceased right now.
So this is the next trainership's coming up here, unless we see an Abra, in which case it'll be slightly delayed. This is another time we just take advantage of that.
Can I
Or
just
you
say...
get second rats. We are the rats.
Ooh, duck.
Early duck is.
It's
Eh.
I mean, it's not like you're gonna evolve it into Golduck.
Well, you would later if you could.
I love that it was full-on taunting, and you still just threw the ball.
I twitched a little early.
I respect that.
Yeah.
As a person with bad reaction times, like that is my undoing in this game.
I will say, using the Joy-Con in this game is finicky as heck, because it will, like, when you, like, throw the ball, like, the ball will wait a good, like, second before it reacts. And then, if you have to throw to the side, then God help you.
It also depends on your switch setup. So this is the second trainer skip. You essentially just need to go directly down the center, and they will not see you.
I'm sad this wasn't Diploma.
It's super annoying to set up.
Dial down the center.
Down, and it's really easy to set up going up. Oh, you do early shopping. I still do late shopping.
Yeah, I'm running the new notes for shopping.
I'm a let's go boomer. I run the old notes.
Also, we sell the,
Goodbye, Fossil.
Lord Helix for $3,500. Apparently, we're Hobby Lobby.
Hey, that's a good one.
Where's...
What was I gonna say?
You can talk about good menuing.
Good menuing is good.
That's a myth.
The menus in this game are horrible. They're so bad.
Well, I mean, specifically with the X items.
Oh yeah, God menu. So we actually buy the items in a specific order to get a state that we call God menu. What God menu is it makes it so that your X items are always, you just hit up and it goes to your X attack, and you always if you hit left, it goes to your X special attack. So it's always 2 inputs to do that, and that works as long as you don't run out of anything, because that will shift all your menus over one. If you don't do God menu, it just means it's 2 inputs to get to an attack, which is like not a huge deal if it happens, just kind of a bummer. But also, all the menus in this game are, in fact, quite bad. Because you have to use... Menuing with a stick always just sucks, and you have to menu with a stick in this game because you don't have a D-pad. That's what your face buttons are. And then, they're just bad. They're, like, delayed and stuff. I hate the menus in this game.
If someone donates $5, I will sing the couch and everybody here the song I wrote about Chansey.
And also that it gets closer to our next Pikapat.
It does get next to Pikapat, and it might be a good time
we're on
for
our
a
ship.
donation.
I would like to say, we're on the ship, and our arrival is right there.
Yeah,
so we're just gonna go, we're gonna go up the stairs.
We're gonna muck with my party real fast.
There's no longer a good time for donation because we're about to do Rival 3. Do you intentionally take out Jigglypuff?
No, I was trying to get to this menu and just...
Okay.
Look, sometimes I hit buttons badly.
No, I just was like, it's a marathon, so I could have seen that being a fun...
Alright, so remember our rival was there, and we just went up the stairs, and now we're going around.
We spent a bunch of time in the menu. He's still the outside, Mission Impossible style.
Suddenly, he's right here, in front of us.
He scaled the outside.
Yeah, I had a menu.
But if you don't menu, that same thing happens.
So we are going to cheat. We're going to be a dirty cheater. We're going to use 2 Pokemon, even though our rival Draves can only use 1 Pokemon here. And that's just gonna... So essentially, the Pokemon that Pikachu struggles against the most is Gloom. Pikachu just can't do anything against Gloom. And there are 2 Glooms that we deal with, and we just pretty much need to have either Dog or Abra, or Kadabra, in order to really get past these Glooms. If these Glooms weren't here, we wouldn't really need to do the Dog stuff that we do.
Is Zippy Zap physical?
Zippy Zap is a physical move, yes.
Huh. I noticed you used X attack instead of special attack.
Correct.
Yep.
Weird.
I almost went for special attack at first, but then I realized that I was being silly.
So yeah, this Oddish and the Gloom that's on the next route are, well, more so the Gloom, are the ultimate evil against Pikachu. It's actually so bad. Also, if you don't have a good enough dog, then you can, and you do the old route, there's a situation where you just, like, don't kill this Oddish, and then it heals, and it's the worst. And you just have to sit there with your unpogged dog and cry. Which happened to me on my last run! Woo!
Oh yeah, no, I've had
Donation
plenty of
here.
bad dogs.
I'm sorry.
I've had plenty of bad dogs in this game, but you said you had a donation, so you should go ahead.
Well, all right then. I have got a $5 donation from Firebird Lover saying, "Did somebody say a song about Chansey?"
Oh no, I wasn't. I mean, I was
Well,
expecting.
you were expecting it. Come on, let's do this.
Now I have stage fright. But while we're learning Chop Down, this summer Valks gave you a chance, and the very next Ragnarok you gave it away. Next Chansey to save Kay from tears, I will catch Faye a Chansey.
So I guess, one, that was beautiful. Two, I guess that means we're gonna have to do Diploma next year.
So that's another skippable cutscene. I actually forgot to mention this earlier. There's a setting called Skip Movies, and you might think, oh hey, we get to skip all the cutscenes. No, you only get to skip the pre-rendered cutscenes, which are by far the coolest ones. They're all actually pretty good.
And there's only
We don't
like
watch
4
it,
of
huh?
them.
Yeah, in this one there's only like 4.
If you do Diploma, you get a couple more.
True, you get the bird ones and the Mewtwo one, which are all quite good. So yeah, running back during the trainer skip is much easier. You just line yourself up in the middle tile and run up.
Ah,
Oh no,
Oh.
it was in a really bad position.
Yeah.
yeah.
If Abra sees you, it will teleport away.
And I swear
And
Abra
there
is the
was-
only thing in this game that has like reasonable sight vision radius cone.
Yeah.
Nailed
Well,
that
yeah,
sense.
because it's psychic.
Oh, sight kick.
No, that's like Robin. Or
Oh,
like
That's-
Aqualad.
oh
Now that's-
my God.
That's the phone I used to have.
I thought.
Also-
you know, I make one pun, and it's just.
Can we talk about how good Abra's eyesight is, despite the fact that its eyes are closed?
Yeah, because technically it's always sleeping, right? That's the lore.
God, I wish that was me.
Same though.
Ha. We are relatable content.
Sleeping, am I right? Haha, Pete's working.
Haha.
So this is another fight. This is the fight with the Oddish that I mentioned before. Oddish suck or Gloom. Gloom sucks and is also bad. If you're a Gloom fan, how dare you? It's fine.
At least be a Blossom fan.
I'm not a huge Blossom. What? No, Blossom's okay actually. I like Roserade better, I think though.
Blossom.
Can you do can anyone do the best cry in all of Pokemon, which is Electabuzz?
I cannot.
Very good.
Yeah, so
Or Hero is also quite good. As long with Behem, those are the best 3.
Oh, that is long past my generation
BGM
of
is
watching
just-
this show.
Behem is just Behem.
oh my god, that's
Or-
amazing.
It's
Or-
very good.
No, I can do the best one.
I love the circuit so much. If we get to 5,000, I'll do the 2 Pokemon cries that I can actually do, which are Drifloon and Mantine.
Of course you can do those two.
What else would I do? Those are the ones I practice. I mean, I could also try to do Cricketune. I think I did Cricketune on Flame Fatales.
See here, I can do Pidgey.
Can you do Dynamax Eevee?
Yes, actually.
That's a fun one.
Yeah. Actually, don't donate now. Name any Pokemon, and one of us will attempt it.
100%.
You know-
Yeah.
You know, if you tune in on Saturday, you can see Dynamax Eevee.
That is true. That is 100% true. And you can also see Mantine, which is like Eevee, but different.
Yeah, the two most relatable
If you
Pokemon.
think about it, a Mantine is just an Eevee that's not one.
I'm just glad this dog is good, because if there's one fight in this first half of the game that I do not enjoy doing, it's this rat.
It's not good. It's quite bad, actually.
Very rude rat.
In Eevee, Raticates are taken care of using Buzzy Buzz to paralyze it.
Okay, did the most important menu of the game.
So after this is another big catching section. Route 10, which is where good runs go to die. There's one thing that we absolutely have to catch, and that is going to be either one of the Nidorans. Ideally, we get the male Nidoran, but we can do with the female Nidoran. It's like 30 seconds slower. That's the
It's-
patriarchy and work.
It's Ryu from Street Fighter.
And then
Ooh,
this
crab.
crab is good.
Time for Crab!
Okay.
I see we're raving.
Yeah, because we got crab. I didn't realize, like, it didn't register to me how many crab Pokemon are in Gen 1 until, like, a week ago.
There's at least 2.
It's only 4, which isn't a lot, but it's kind of weird that it happened 4 times.
Wait,
Wait.
there's 4?
Are they
and
other-
Parasect. They're crabs. They're like, now that you think about it, they're crabs. Did you know that apparently Bulbasaur is supposed to be a frog? I think that's messed up.
Bulbasaur is a frog, yes.
It's messed up. That's not okay.
You're not okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not okay after learning this.
But like, no, Paris and Parasect, those are not crabs. Those are like parasitic
crabs.
bugs with pinchers.
They're crabs.
There are things with pinchers that aren't crabs. Otherwise, do you think Pinsir is a crab?
No. Pinsir doesn't look like a crab.
Neither does Paris and Parasect.
They look like crabs. They got big crab vibes. Like, more like a hermit crab vibe than like a not hermit crab. Well, at least Parasect. They're both crabs. I don't know. If you think about it, like, what is like a cicada if not like a bug crab? A bug type crab.
What?
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
I think you should sit in a room that hasn't been painted recently.
I'm good. So carcinization isn't really a thing. It's the variant in the Pokemon universe is Eeveeionization, which is that all Pokemon have actually turned into a different evolution. For example, like Finneon, or Vaporeon, or
Thank you.
Leon. Duraludon?
Duraludon, exactly. Wait. I did a TikTok about this.
People
No,
still
I
use
didn't. No, I didn't. No, I
TikTok?
didn't. I did a TikTok about dragon types.
of course, the male Nidoran broke out, because there is no justice in this world.
Look, just
I don't have like a good commentary there off the top of my head for that one. You think I would?
abolish the
Nidoratriarchy?
the Pokemon industrial complex.
Okay. Wouldn't that be the power? Wouldn't that be better if we're at the power plant? We are close to the power plant.
Yeah, can't reach it yet though.
True. So yeah, we need Nidoran in our party because we need Nidoking. That is going to be our sort of secondary main for the next section of the game.
But you know what we can reach?
We want $5,000 to make us do a bunch of Pokemon cries.
Heck yeah.
Woo! And if you donate and ask nicely, maybe we'll just do them anyways. I don't know.
Lapras.
So anyway,
They gave Lorelei some plot because she never had any.
That's
I
called modernization.
I mean,
She wasn't even in the anime.
did Bruno ever have any plot?
He was in the anime.
Oh, well. Fine then, I guess.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you much about the anime. It's been so long. So now we have Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt's quite good on Pikachu. I don't know if you knew this, but quite good. He also has all these X special attacks. X items, if you're not familiar with how X items work, you never really explained it. There's a thing in this game called combat stages, which is whatever happens when it's like your stats going up or down. Every positive combat stage increases your damage by roughly 50%. It's more complicated than that because Pokemon math is a nightmare. But up until Gen 7, which is this game is a Gen 7 game, so Gen 6 and before, all X items boosted the relevant stat by 1, so you did 50% more damage. We're starting in Gen 7, they wanted to make X items more used, so all X items boost 2 stages, which is really, really, really good.
Yep.
Also, this game, because this game is a Gen 1 remake, it has Gen 1 prices. They actually, when they made X items better, they made them more expensive, but this game still has the original prices. And as a result, we just get access to extremely broken X items. So every time you use an X item, it pretty much doubles the damage you're dealing. Which is why I buy so many. They're great in this game.
Yeah.
They're really good.
They're also very good for, like, anything you do in Sword and Shield.
Yeah.
And I guess presumably, Sun and Moon, and...
I mean, they're good in pretty much any Pokemon speedrun where you have a lot of access to them. They're just good.
They're
good.
absolutely broken in Gen 1.
Oh yeah, they're
Gen
broken in Gen 1.
Gen 1, let's
Machop.
just, let's talk about Gen 1 for a moment.
This is Gen 1.
Not this Gen 1, the original Gen 1. So, things like a lot of stuff was based off of your speed stat in Gen 1, such as critical hit rate and being able to hit a one-hit KO move, like Fissure or Guillotine or Sheer Cold, which didn't exist yet. So you had to be faster to use a one-hit KO move. So you use the next speed, and you're faster. But then it's still only like a 30% hit chance. Well, use a single X accuracy, and you also have to be a higher level, but that's not a problem in the speedrun. So if you're higher level, faster, and have an X accuracy, you can Horn Drill or Fissure or whatever, anything. As long as it's not, like, immune, like a flying type would be to Fissure. It's very broken. And that's part of the reason why Nidoking is used in the Gen 1 speedrun, because it can learn Horn Drill and Fissure.
We use it in this run just because it happens to be good at the things we need it to do, which is support Pikachu. There's a couple things you want to catch in here. In general, it's more about like catch what you see and hope you see the stuff you want. We generally want a Zubat. We want a Graveler because it's easy to catch and it gives a bunch of experience. We want a Rhyhorn because Rhyhorn is a ride Pokemon.
You ride on it.
You do ride on it. there are 2 tiers of ride Pokemon. Well, okay, there are 2 tiers of ride Pokemon that are relevant to the run. And each is 1.5 times faster than the one previous. So Rhyhorn is in the first tier, which means that it will be 1.5 times movement speed. And then Growlithe and Ponyta and Rapidash. Arcanine, Rapidash, and Persian, that's what I meant to say, are in the second tier, which means they're 2.25 times faster than walking. We want to get a Rhyhorn just because walking is slow. And now we're going to watch a bajillion Evos. So if there's a donation or two, it'd probably be a good time for that.
You've also got the meme rides like Snorlax and Onix.
Kangaskhan's the best one. Pikachu rides in the pouch. Which has some implications, but don't think about that too hard.
It's just hanging out with the kid.
Yeah. It's like a cuckoo.
I know things about birds.
So do I.
I know.
Imagine there was a ghost flying in Gen 1. That sounds amazing. What if there was just a ghost flying Pokemon in general? I bet that Pokemon would be so good.
Our host
That's
has had to step away for some technical difficulties, but it looks like Sparko has returned.
Hello. I'm here.
Wow.
Everybody. We have an issue here.
Oh.
We have a tie in the bid war. We have $50 on the name Pikachu for Starmie, and we have $50 on the name Raichu. And we really need someone to upset that balance. And actually, we just got in a $20 donation from Anonymous.
Pikachu?
Crab.
Crab, I like crab. Too.
Yes.
Right. Yeah.
And that
Yes,
makes
please,
us...
everyone. Oh,
That puts us at, what, $20 away from the next pet?
let's do some math. Yes, indeed, that does. So yeah, look at that. Say you donate some $20, not only would it go towards a Pikachu pet, but you could also put it towards the name Pikachu or Raichu and help settle this debate for all of us. Or if you wanted to really, set off the scales, you could donate for a newer name.
You didn't do my favorite strategy, which is you teach Thrash over Helping Hand and throw your run.
Ah, yes.
One of my favorites.
So the very first time I did this run, I'm like, it doesn't say to not teach the move or teach the move, but I'm assuming we're going to do it because Thrash is such a great move in the Gen 1 speedrun, right?
Yeah.
And then I wound
What's
up...
like Helping Hand? Like, why would you even want Helping Hand? It doesn't even do damage.
Anyway, this Kangaskhan almost always uses Fake Out, so we use it as a turn to get set up.
It's like, why wouldn't you learn Misty Terrain?
Oh, is that her last name? Huh.
Yeah, it's true.
I thought her last name was Cerulean. Because they were the Cerulean sisters.
No, that's more of a stage name.
Scary face on... Oh. I was like, wait, what's the problem with corvimae? Oh, Echulamau. I understand the issue that you're having.
Ha! Side throwing!
Yeah, side throwing is really jank, by the way. It like sort of homes, but doesn't home as well as you'd hope it would. If they jump like all the way to the left or to the right, then it's usually okay. But if they jump like half or 2/3 of the way to the left or the right, then it's a mess. This game's really good. This game is actually quite good, but stuff like that's very annoying.
Yeah, and like, it makes it a little interesting casually, but for the speedrun, the side throwing and such is just
It's
annoying.
It's just pretty jank is the thing.
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
No.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh, you got the Kangas.
Kangaskhan! Impromptu AOP run.
You got the Kanga spawn.
Oh, you should have caught the Kangaskhan.
I should have, but like, I'm deep enough into running away from bad stuff.
That hurts so much because of the number of diploma runs we've done where Leggy just sits in Rock Tunnel at the end,
Oh, yeah.
waiting for a Kangaskhan to show up, because it's like a 1% spawn,
baby,
and this is
rare
the
spawn.
this is the only place you can find it.
Yeah, so the rare spawn in here is Charmander, so you can't even do the catch chain to make it guaranteed to spawn. Because at 11, like, one will just spawn. It like always happens. You have to get a true 1% odds Kangaskhan, which is as fun as it sounds.
Yeah.
But Kangaskhan is the best ride Pokemon because you get Pikachu rides in the pouch. It's very cute. Snorlax is a contender though. Because you just grab on for dear life on its belly.
I've figured out how the Kangaskhan ride works. So, when you ride on the Kangaskhan, it Mega Evolves, so the baby is out of the pouch, so Pikachu can get in.
I see.
Okay. I mean, Mega Evolutions do exist in this game.
They do.
So the math does check out.
For a while, Game Freak did remember that Mega Evolution exists. And then they dropped it in Sword and Shield for Mega Evolution, but big.
Well, it's very different though, because it's not a held item, so it's better.
But it's also an animation, so it's worse.
It is very slow.
As if
You know what,
There
hot
we
take,
go.
I like the big Pokemon more than I like Mega Evolutions.
Sparko,
There's
you
only,
had
like,
something to say?
Well, I mean, I thought it would just be more fun if all of us tried to talk at the same time.
Yeah.
I do have a couple donations, though. I have a feeling you'll have to be interrupting what you're doing in a moment here. So we've got a $52 donation from Human Being saying, let's name that Starmie Eevee.
Wait.
And we've also got a $30 donation from Sham that just comments, crab.
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 So yeah, that makes us at $112, which means you actually owe us 2 sessions of Pikachu pets at the moment.
Oh gosh. Okay.
Oh, let's
Pikachu pits. It doesn't even wear deodorant.
Alright, there's one pet. Then I am going to go take out the Rhyhorn. Then I will come back and pet it again.
What a friend.
Pikachu is shaped like a friend.
And how much longer would you say we have on this Starmie naming incentive?
Still a fair bit of time.
Yeah,
Alright.
still like 35 minutes.
Yeah, because we
or
still
so.
gotta do Game Corner and Tower.
Nice
And
to hear that,
Pokemon
folks.
Road.
A
Yeah.
lot of time to still get that in.
And actually catch a Starmie.
Yeah.
Or Staryu.
The small details.
This
Look,
fight,
it's
could
not-
be, this fight could be annoying. We take a turn to set up, and it can burn us. If it burns us, then we have to use the Shallower Sable to heal the burn, which screws up the God menu, which I think actually might already... Yeah. Which screws up the God menu. So, ideally, you just don't get burned here. It's not a problem.
Yeah, just don't get burned.
Listen, it's not
That
Star
is it.
You, it's Star Me.
We know we could just start you.
My joke was,
But we catch a Staryu then.
but no, I was making a joke.
But with the Staryu is the one we catch. Because
Yes,
that
but-
way we learn Hydro Pump, which after you do a Stone Evo doesn't really learn any moves anymore. So we have to catch a Staryu. We can't catch a Starmie. And also Staryu is pretty common, so it doesn't Starmie would be like really annoying to catch. What?
Yeah, the trainer came down because I jostled my controller briefly.
Oh, that wasn't what I was wanting. There's actually a trainer in that top right in the original game, but they got rid of it, which is nice because you don't have to worry about it.
I mean, they moved a lot of things from the original game.
true. I mean, the general designs are actually pretty close.
For example, the starter Pokemon are different.
No, what?
What?
Yeah. Nani?
I don't think that's true, because in yellow, you get a Pikachu, and in this game, you get a Pikachu. Are you sure?
Pretty sure I had a Bulbasaur.
In yellow? This is a yellow remake.
No, it's a Gen 1 remake.
No, I'm pretty sure the cart was black.
But does it taste yellow?
I refuse to find out.
What?
Well,
I don't
well
have
good,
Sync
because you'd have
either.
to stop the run to do that.
True. I'm pretty sure it tastes bad. Pretty sure
Yeah.
is the answer, because it's a Switch game.
Please do not look at your Switch carts.
Ugh.
There's one more thing I need to do.
So we're gonna cheat the next fight again. Rival
Cheat
just
the
gets to see us, like, we one control the rival for 2 of the 5 fights, and then we just cheat the rest of them. Which is nice that we can do that, because otherwise they would be annoying.
What would Billy Mitchell do? That's right, we're gonna cheat.
True. WWBMD.
So fun
Pokemon
fact.
Mystery Dungeon.
Fun fact: the Japanese Game Boy cartridge was actually gray.
They never released Gray, though. They released Black and White 2 instead. We've run out. I can't believe we've run out of jokes an hour 30 in. That's crazy.
Wow, it's almost like we all have ADHD or something.
It's crazy.
Wait, what were we
That's
talking
also
about?
crazy. So, we're gonna use Poison Jab a bunch for this next section. And we're gonna make Nidoking strong to do it. There's a fight coming up after this that is actually very funny in the Eevee route that we don't care about in this route, and that is against a Clefairy. The Clefairy has Metronome, which uses a random move, and that could be a one-hit KO move.
Ha ha.
But we don't have to worry about that because we have a Poison-type Pokemon that we're going to use in our first slot for a bit, and it will just one-shot it. So we do not have that extra risk. But it is lame that we don't get to see Metronome.
I mean, if you were me learning this run, you saw Metronome all the time because you mashed a little too quickly and used Helping Hand.
Yeah, Helping Hand, not particularly good when you're doing a 1v1 battle.
You know what's great is
You?
wow. Oh, good God.
I like that you replied to that as if you had been insulted.
So the trainer in Sword and Shield who has a Clefairy and a Clefable, who both only know Metronome, and you have to like set up
Anita?
on the Clefairy, and that gives the Clefairy at least one Metronome, and it can do some stuff.
It sure can. I love Metronome conceptually. If you don't walk upstairs here, then you can't actually progress in the game. You have to do this before you can do Rocket HQ. This game's more linear than the original.
Yeah. If you're someone like me who is very familiar with Gen 1 and played it a lot, and then played this game and skipped going to the tower because you don't have to go to the tower until you've done the game corner, and then you get to the game corner and have no idea why you can't do anything. Yeah, you have to go up there
first here. You can do some of the gyms in order, like you've noticed that we haven't been doing the gyms. It's because we're essentially going to do a gym boss rush once we get our Starmie. Just
Look,
because.
all I'm going to say is that I've already forgotten to do a plot trigger once this marathon.
Uh-oh. It's harder in this game, though.
Yes. So...
Are you doing early Arcanine?
No, I mean, I have the Rhyhorn.
No, but early Arcanine's so good. It's my one contribution to this game.
If I didn't have the Rhyhorn, I would.
No, it's still good.
Look,
Does it actually
there's
save time?
It like breaks even and gives you a catch. And
that
it breaks
sounds
even,
like a win to me. Plus, there could be an Abra in that grass.
Plus, there can be an Abra in that grass.
All right, you've convinced
and
me.
It means you don't have to use a candy on to level up Ponyta, so you can do it later. You can just skip a candy,
Oh,
or you can just catch that Arcanine.
Yeah, just catch this Arcanine.
is that a serious request?
Yes, yes.
I mean, I wouldn't, but you could.
No, I'm getting the fire.
It'll
stone.
be easy peasy lemon squeezy.
You do want to use you do want to make the Arcanine immediately, though.
Yeah, I'm just gonna cut the bush.
Psst.
See, I did a bunch of timing a couple months ago because I was on bed rest and needed something to do. So I did a bunch of timing for different ride Pokemon and seeing how much time. Mainly about a strategy called Early Persian, which is unfortunately not good enough to justify doing because you need like the best RNG for it to actually work.
I'm so upset.
Early Arcanine is actually good because it like at worst breaks even. But now you have an Arcanine.
Yeah, I love that we have an Odal of 34.
Odal.
Yeah, I noticed that on my crop.
You need to write it.
Yeah, I cropped it a little aggressively.
Yeah, essentially the idea behind Early Arcanine is that you can now skip rare candy because you don't have to go into your menu and evolve Ponyta with a candy. And then also the fact that just like running 1.5 times faster adds up. And Jim Freak 793 does Early Arcanine, and Jim is a top 4 runner, so that means you gotta do it.
Fair.
I actually don't.
Jim
Jim
has also gotten a marathon shiny.
Did they?
Didn't they have the Rapidash?
A marathon?
I thought so. Was
Yeah,
that
it's possible. I just don't remember it.
was that someone
He's
else?
a top 3 runner. I don't.
Oh yeah, Barrier
Barrier
Blitz.
Blitz, right? Barrier Blitz, yeah.
That's a marathon.
It is, but I think of it as you're right. Listen, you're right.
Yeah.
This is called Synchronize. What it's going to do is it's going to make all of the natures modest until the day rolls over, which since we set our clock to 11-something p.m. the day before, we are not at risk for the day rolling over. So that means when we catch our Starmie later, it will be modest. It is technically faster to skip Synchronize and get the 1 in 25 chance you get a modest nature randomly, but you should not do that because that would be absolutely miserable.
Why would you do that to yourself? Don't do that to yourself.
You can also do the Gym Freak 793 Barrier Blitz strat where you forget to do it and then catch your star and go, oops.
Yeah.
Or 739, I can't say words in the correct order.
I mean, if you just get lucky, you're fine. But there's a reason humans do not go for task strats.
It is better to be lucky than it is to be good, is what I have heard.
Correct.
You could also you get the random star, random nature star, and then you do pump Agatha, and then you have world record after getting what's his name? Skip Dalton Skip. Is that his name?
Dalton?
Dawson.
Dawson Skip.
Ah.
Hey, you know what is slow, though?
Poster Skip! I love Poster Skip. Poster Skip is my like pocket strat. I do it so much.
Poster skip, my beloved.
I love Poster Skip. Oh, you don't need to heal here.
So it's
I
what's
don't,
funny is
but like, better
No,
safe.
the root says to do it, and I wholeheartedly disagree.
Fair. The good
what's
news.
funny is like if you press the button and open the door, before you go over there, and then Jesse and James talk about the secret door and the button. It's just like, y'all, it's open right
It's
next
already
to
open,
you.
guys, look to your left. Or your right.
You
It's
know,
already open.
I'm just assuming they're so consumed with the video games that they don't even bother to notice.
Ah, yes, the not gambling in a children's game.
Yeah, it's just an arcade.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, here, have our loot box eggs in Pokemon Go. You
What?
gotta buy the
Gambling?
incubators.
Gambling hasn't existed in years. That is so tragic, actually.
Yeah. Like, the cutoff, the notes say, is 68. I have 72 attack. I call
That's,
shenanigans, game. I call shenanigans.
Your HP is no longer nice.
If it says, is the cutoff 100% there, or is it just...
It doesn't say percentages.
It's probably like a decent range.
Yeah. But
So
anyway,
probably decent, I would expect it. You might just low roll, I don't know.
hey Alexa, play Despacito.
I don't think we can do that.
I
It's
think that would get us
copyrighted.
the Micud.
It's fun to stay at the DMCA.
Is it?
Is it?
No. Is
It's-
it?
It's not. I'm just making a fun parody about the horrors of our modern life.
Ha ha ha.
We have fun here.
Haha! Everything is futile. I love it.
Well, yeah, I mean, in a way it's futile, I guess.
What were we talking about?
Rattata.
Yeah, I just stabbed that Rattata in the face, and it
Oh,
fell
yeah.
over.
Oh yeah, eat Arby's. Thank you, Megalink.
Wait, are they sponsoring us? I don't think it's... No. I don't think we should do that. They're not sponsoring.
Oh.
Can we say that?
Uh, Well, you have to eat at Nihilist Arby's.
Nihilist Arby's, okay.
Arby's used to have these, like, little potato things that had, like, cheese and bacon bits inside them.
Yeah,
and they
were
don't
good.
have them anymore. What happened? They
It's like how
took those
Taco
away.
Bell got rid of like 90% of their good, like really good things.
Okay, but the secret is you order on the app, or maybe just no. You have to order on like You have to order on like some like delivery food app, and that stuff is still on the menu. And if you
No,
order it,
nothing
they
with
will make
potatoes,
it.
though. Nothing with potatoes. They
no,
have for a
no,
while.
they have the potato stuff on there, on the menu.
I think they re-added it because they got rid of it for a while during the pandemic.
But it's not like on the menu at the restaurant.
I don't even know when the last time I've been in a Taco Bell is, to be honest.
I go to the drive-thru all the time. Don't judge me.
See, I don't have a car.
I had Taco
Oh.
Bell for lunch. It's in walking distance.
And there's
Yeah,
not-
but does it really count if they got your order wrong?
I mean,
No.
yes. Ooh, minimize is bad.
Yeah,
Never
that's-
punish!
Okay.
It doesn't matter if you hit.
Anyway, who likes OSHA violations?
OSHA violations. Yeah, this next part.
OSHA
if you
violations!
is not safe for work. If you have small children watching, please shield their eyes from
Yes,
what we're about
eight-
to witness.
Not safe for work, 18 and up.
So
And then this game is still rated E for some reason. I don't know how.
yeah, it's messed up. They missed that. So the grunt tosses the thing up there, and we're like, if only there was some way we could get into this vent. It's not like there's a table that we could push over. We have to use this rolly chair.
Which is extremely unsafe. Do not do this at home.
Do not.
Pikachu-
Yeah, don't. Professional
Pikachu-
driver on closed course.
Pikachu's about to shake hands with danger. Bum, bum, ba-dum.
That's okay. We have the best segment of the game where you and your partner Pokemon, either Pikachu or Eevee, split up so you get to control Pikachu or Eevee for a little bit. And it's a
This is a
tragedy
cool
they
reference.
didn't do more of this.
There's a cool reference to The World Ends With You that they threw in here.
Oh, does the world end?
No, but you control two characters.
Oh.
I thought that was just the double battles.
I
I
haven't
thought
pla- I
that was
haven't
the
played it,
I
so
thought
I
that was
assume.
this whole speed run.
True. That's
Look-
a good point.
Pika!
I'm just gonna pick
I
up
can't-
the bonus rare candies just in case my Starmie's bad.
No, because you're doing early Arcanine. You don't need to.
Yeah, but like, what if my Starmie's bad enough that I need an extra rare candy?
You don't.
You already have an extra rare
You already
candy.
have an
You
extra
got
one,
it.
good point.
You got it
Yeah.
on Route 10.
Yeah, but I skipped the one in
It's-
Mansion.
Well, everyone does because you don't go for that one.
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, you grab that candy, because that candy's good.
yeah. Which candy do you skip if you do early Arcanine?
The one in the basement of Mansion.
Right, but I skipped that because I get the Route 6
Yeah.
candy. What's the
Nobody-
next one that I should skip?
The one in the tower.
Tower candy? Okay. I'm still gonna
Yeah, 'cause
grab
you
it
need-
because I want the room to have the extra level on Starmie in case I need
You
to
can
hit a range.
alternatively, you can skip the Lapras candy.
Okay, that will probably be the right call then, because then I'll know whether or not...
Yeah, you already have Starmie.
Then I'll
up
know
and
whether or
running
not
by then.
Starmie's good.
Yeah, you can just skip the Lapras candy.
Okay.
Saves like 5 seconds.
Yeah, we'll do that. Cool. Anyway, who likes Team Rocket?
Hey, they're back.
Guess who's back? Back
Rocket's
again.
back.
Okay.
Tell your friends.
Anyway, so we're going
Hey,
to...
Goose, Luna. Team Rocket's back. Oh, Luna's yawning, so she doesn't care.
Anyway, we're going to do my favorite strategy in this game.
It's very cool.
See that Jigglypuff?
So,
Yeah.
the way that this game AI
Not
works
for long.
is it's essentially doing what we call a pre-roll. And what that means is it's going to go down its moves, and it's going to try to use them until it finds something that will kill. And if nothing kills, then it will go into like its secondary AI and figure out what move it wants to use.
Ugh!
Ah!
God. So in this case, the pre-roll, because of the fairy type, the little fairy type will always die, whatever they're doing. So the pre-roll, like it does the pre-roll, and it's like, oh hey, that'll die, so we might as well attack that. And that buys us 1 turn to set up, which is what we need to be able to get this 4-turn kill.
That was horrifying.
This is pretty
That's-
bad.
That's even more.
No, we do not have the special attack for the Helping Hand one-shot.
Yeah, not even close.
Oh, you didn't get poisoned that turn.
Imagine if you could get, like, double poisoned.
That's just toxic.
It just evolves into badly poisoned, yeah.
Which, like, they really should have just, like, changed toxic into its own separate status.
I agree. It's very weird that badly poisoned is like just looks like poisoned.
I guess they leave it that way because if you switch out, then it becomes regular poison, but, like,
Wait, does it?
at least in earlier gens it does.
I did not know that.
Yeah, but that feels more like a quirk of early generations than, you know, something that actually feels like an intended mechanic.
I feel like it still does that, but... yeah.
It probably still does, you know, in the same way that...
That is okay. So they changed that in Gen 5 apparently.
Okay.
Okay, so now it, as of Gen 5, it doesn't.
Yeah.
Then in that case, yeah, it should just be a separate status.
Yeah, because then just the badly poisoned is a volatile effect. This fight's like nothing particularly exciting about this fight. We just kind of beat up Archer. If Archer crits you, it's pretty bad.
Yeah. The next fight is exciting, though.
Yeah, the next fight is extremely silly.
You'd say that he's in the danger zone?
No.
Nah, I wouldn't.
I referenced a show. It's
I know.
pop culture. I have echolalia.
Which Pokemon is that?
It evolves from Chimecho.
Okay. Okay, Archer's Golbat can outspeed you if you have minus speed. We don't. So we're good. And finally, we're gonna fight Giovanni, comma, the greatest trainer, and we're going to set up to +6 attack, and then we're going to use Helping Hand. When we do that, we finally have enough attack to be able to one-shot his Rhyhorn. Because if we do not do that, then bad time.
Yeah.
Also, the sexy Persian painting.
Wait, what?
He has a sexy
Oh.
Persian painting.
He does have a sexy Persian painting.
Good night, everybody.
I don't like that. A weird thing about this game is that, like, so normally the enemy trainers in games tend to have, like, they have variable IVs depending on, like, how hard the trainer is supposed to be. They tend to not have any EVs, or in this case, AVs. In this game, like, you have a ton of health to, like, everything. Everything is just super tanky that we fight. It's very annoying.
I mean, in other games, like, important trainers have some EVs.
Not since at least Gen 6.
Well, no. No, I'm thinking... Never mind. I'm thinking of the Dynamax Pokemon, basically get, like, well above the max of EVs, basically.
Yeah.
Is how that works. That's what I was thinking of.
Anyway, rip to Giovanni, but we're different.
Yep.
And if you do want to get in those Star Me name donations, we're like entering the home stretch of that. It'll probably be. Let me get like a good estimate for y'all on that one. I want to say it's gonna be probably about 20-25 minutes.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking.
Maybe 30. Like if we get some more pets in, you know.
Yeah, and just as a reminder, so for the Starmie naming incentive, we've got Eevee in first place with $52, and then both tied for second place at $50 is both Pikachu and Raichu. So honestly, any of those could run away with it. And of course, as a reminder, any donations also go towards petting Pikachu. Currently, for that, we are sitting out of $12 out of $50 until we get the next ones.
You don't have to get those Ultra Balls, but this is a marathon.
I was about to say, I don't think Eevee gets those. Or else I've been doing it wrong all this time.
Yeah, I saw Etchy do it once.
Etchy's a big fan of grabbing those Ultra Balls, and I don't think he's right. But he also does have the world record at Eevee, so I guess I can't really argue.
But he doesn't have the world record for Let's Go Pikachu Eevee because Pikachu is the faster game.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
But seeing Etchy do something, it shouldn't be an excuse for anything. Like, not even breathing.
Hey. Look, all I'm going to say is that it's useful to know as a backup strat.
I'm kidding.
Dijon is on another level.
Toxic.
TMO6.
Anyway, do not say no to your rival here. Do not say no to your rival here.
Yeah, your rival's afraid of ghosts. And through the power of friendship.
Also, you're not riding your Arcanine anymore.
Yeah, I needed room for the Jigglypuff. And I'm trying to level 3 other things. I'll pull it back out once we get out of the tower, because, like, outside of that one section where I'm running across town, I don't have the ride Pokemon.
There's another, like, weird trainer thing you can do on the floor above this. There's a fun training thing you do that I did during my GDQ diploma run, where I talked to the trainer up there because I'm dumb. You could do that too, but I don't recommend it.
Yeah.
Ideally, we want to see a ghost here. Our good friend Gast Lee. Hey, there you go.
Yeah.
The number of times where a Ghastly spawns up there and then I like tunnel vision on it and get hit by that trainer is like 3, which is too many.
It's more than I could count for myself either.
Ghastly's annoying to catch because it does this nonsense.
Yeah. Nanab berries will, like, stop a Pokemon from moving.
Yeah.
For a little
And
bit.
it makes the ring slower.
Which, I mean, a great throw on a Ghastly is, pretty good.
I'd argue it's great.
You're great.
Thank you.
I'm also here. No, we gotta learn Boomerang. It's so good for when you get to see Boomerang later, right?
Yeah.
I don't want to think
Love
about that
Boomerang.
fight right now.
We love Boomerang.
I do not want
so
to
yeah,
think
this-
about that fight right now.
This is another.
Oh, now that's
They're trying
pink
to laser line
gas.
vision, so you can actually, even when she's looking this way, you can actually just, if you hug the bottom, it's safe. It's very goofy.
I've been burned on her too many times.
Oh, it's scary. Doesn't do good things for my anxiety.
Wait, she has a fire attack?
No, it's Scald.
Oh. Wait.
Yeah, the Ghastly Lines Lord set is wild in this game.
Guess I could have Will-O-Wisp. Is Will-O-Wisp in... I don't remember if Will-O-Wisp is in this. The move pool in this game is, like, very cut down from what's actually...
Will-O-Wisp is a Gen 3 move.
Well, there's plenty of non-Gen 1 moves in here.
Are there?
Yeah.
Name one that isn't Scald.
Batty Bad.
Yeah?
No, I'm sure there's others. I'm pretty sure that there's others. Otherwise, like, there would be no fairy-type moves.
Or Dart.
Or... No, because, Bite existed.
True.
But there is Crunch in this game.
There's Crunch.
Crunch.
And Crunch was not a Gen 1 move.
I do like how you could not name an example, though.
You put me on the spot.
Big crab, big crab, big crab, big crab.
Gotta love the big crab.
Crab is delicious.
Hey, so we've actually got a $4 donation from Rujisu55 saying $2 on Pikachu and $2 on Raichu, just to even things up. So there is indeed a three-way tie for first on that.
Alright.
So I definitely think someone should tip the scales on that one. We're getting close to the end of this one.
Also,
I hope we don't have to fight Team Rocket again.
wow, that
That
would
would
suck,
be the
huh?
worst.
That'd be so annoying. We just fought them.
That would be like past the rule of threes.
They beat 3. Is this Rocket 3? Or Jesse James 3?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we also fought Team Rocket before. Not just Jesse and James.
True. I honestly forgot that the rest of them aren't Team Rocket because I was thinking like the Pokemon anime where you just think of Jesse and James as Team Rocket. Comma, prepare to fight.
Meowth, that's right.
Exactly. I hate that Meowth doesn't talk in this game. It's upsetting.
I hate that Meowth doesn't do anything outside of hang out. Like,
I know. Meowth should honestly be the protagonist.
Well,
Meowth should have been the third starter.
We
Meowth-
do the same thing in the same strategy in this fight that we did in the one before. So we can see that cool thing again. Sorry, continue.
Meowth doesn't talk in honor of his former voice actor.
What? Is that a thing?
I mean, I'm kidding, but like,
Outside of the fact that Meowth's original voice actor has passed away, unfortunately.
I see. Okay, I did not know that.
Yep, there's our
that-
first
that's a turnaround.
turnaround!
I mean, this is unfortunately the last fight that we're going to use
Yeah.
Pikachu for, so it's not that bad that we have turnarounds here.
Yeah, it's actually fairly
that's-
common that you get turnarounds here.
Yeah, and you It's not like we're using super effective moves, so it's fewer turnarounds than we'd otherwise get. But yeah, I'm surprised you didn't get them earlier, to be honest.
Yeah, with all the petting.
Yeah.
Also, you know what's great? Abilities aren't a thing in this game.
It's lame. I love abilities.
Yeah, but, like, you wouldn't be able to use ground moves on Wheezing.
That would be quite bad. It's true. Wait, we don't use any ground moves.
But you could.
But we don't.
You could.
But we don't.
But we don't. And Pikachu would have Volt or Lightning Rod, I think, which would not do anything.
Would do nothing in the route.
What does Starmie have for abilities?
Keen. Alright, I don't know. Illuminate or Natural Cure. Illuminate is negative good. And Natural Cure is largely useless. Its hidden ability is Analytic, which is also not that useful. Because Starmie's actually quite fast.
Also, if Pikachu had static for its ability, that would just be like a time waster.
Yeah. Status moves are actually very slow in this game. For the status lag. So if we put Ghastly in slot 1, because we're gonna have to fight with Snorlax, and we just want to run away from the Snorlax, and Ghastly is fast. And also Snorlax cannot damage Ghastly.
Yeah. I'm gonna say this now.
Arcanine.
Because yes, Arcanine. I will do that as soon as I'm done talking to Brock. But
I have early Arcanine only works if you use Arcanine.
Right.
Bold strategy.
I know, it's very weird.
Yeah, but I've never failed to run away from Snorlax.
I tried it with Machop once because I didn't catch a Ghastly, and Machop immediately died.
Lol. My god. I'm hoisted.
It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Nothing is ruined. Oh yeah, Doduo.
I don't think they're the right level if they're up there.
Probably not.
I mean, I do have
You're
the lure up.
also not using the lure. Oh,
No, I am.
Do you have the lure?
I did. I
Okay.
did it before I flew over, which is
Okay.
probably incorrect. But I had 4 of them, so I figured it didn't matter if I burned through one early.
Oh, Pikachu does get static. It's not Lightning Rod. Lightning Rod's the hidden ability.
Okay.
Look at that cutie.
Right.
So good. Such a friend.
Yeah, we're gonna
Lamb.
leave it.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
gonna leave it
no
alone. Let it go back to its peaceful napping.
Bless this run. So special.
I love how Mr. Fuji's just like, oh, too bad. Like, what? No, we ran. We chose not to fight.
Today,
Fascinating.
we chose peace.
Yeah. So the third trainer skip is coming up here. This is the hard one.
No, this one's...
This one's free. If you just Pokemon doesn't have room, it will dismount. You dismount to make your hitbox smaller, and you literally just ride the fence down. And now we're gonna catch 2 things, maybe 3. 3 things.
I'm gonna catch that bird.
Catch that bird.
That's that Sesame Street movie, right?
Catch that bird. Catch that bird. Pidgeot's annoying to catch, honestly. But it is a 3 Evo, so if you some people catch an early Pidgey to get some extra experience for Mount Moon. In which case you want to see a Pidgeot here. Otherwise you can catch a Pidgey and evolve it to Pidgeot later on.
Yeah.
I didn't realize you could see Pidgeot here.
Yeah, Pidgeot's really good here, actually. It's like 5% or something here. I don't remember what it is exactly. It's like less common than other bird.
I have never seen a Pidgeot spawn here before. Interesting.
Or Pidgeotto, not Pidgeot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Pidgeot, I think, can only spawn as a Sky Encounter.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Well, the good news is, catch-wise, we're in a really good spot.
Yeah, you have a lot.
Bird!
Good
Other
lord, that
bird.
Other bird! And you actually need Doduo. You technically don't need Doduo, but there's one Pokemon that Starmie has trouble with, and that is Executor. And we use Doduo for that. You can also use Rapidash for that, but it means you have to hit a Flare Blitz? No.
Fire Blast.
Fire Blast. Oh my goodness. Which anyone who's run Hollow knows is a recipe for disaster. I was close. I got the letters right. They just didn't, the words didn't come out the way that they needed to. The notes actually that Doduo is not optional, and you have to catch it. And this is my favorite thing to talk. My favorite anecdote that I have for this game, and that is, for the longest time, I thought that the reason why we caught it is because you need the gym requirement to get into Erica's gym is you need a cute Pokemon. And so I thought we caught Doduo because it's cute. The gimmick is that all Pokemon are considered cute in Erica's gym, so it doesn't matter what you pick. But I like Doduo. I think Doduo is cute.
Yeah, literally any Pokemon counts for Erica.
Yep.
I have presented Grimer before. Grimer is adorable.
It's official. The other thing we want here is a pony.
Oh,
Well, there's a couple.
and a duck, but I already have one of those.
Duck. Woohoo!
No, Wooloo is in the other game.
True. True.
Hey, so I've got a $2 donation here from
Oh.
Rujasu55 saying, we have a three-way tie, so I'm here to straighten that out. $2 on Crab.
Heck yeah!
Four-way tie.
Crab.
You hear that, folks? We have a four-way tie on our naming incentive for Starmie. We really need that to be straightened out relatively soon, though. So, get those donations in,
Got
please.
one shot.
Yeah, if that Ponyta is about to run.
If the Pokemon doesn't attack while the ring still goes in, that means that is about to run. You have essentially time to throw one more ball.
Yeah.
And
Or
I
time
only
to-
needed the one.
Or time
not
to
counting
run
the other
if,
two.
Or time to run if you are trying to keep a catch chain.
Yes.
Okay, let's update my collection. Party.
Goodbye, Machoke. Goodbye, Golb.
Party. And now all we just need are a few items.
Oh, so you could have just caught Rapidash straight up.
Yeah. But I'm a coward.
I think it also spawned afterwards. I didn't see it at least.
Oh.
It's about your 5-minute warning for Starmie name. So get those donations in ASAP. Small burb.
Unneeded. Push. Thank you.
I did not know those hitboxes were like that.
Neither did I.
Hitboxes in 3D Pokemon games.
Very
Ha
good.
ha. Ha ha ha.
If you love the bonk sound, they're really good.
Boom, boom, boom,
Boom,
boom.
boom, boom, boom. So we're going to get secret technique, sea surf, sea skim. Oh, this is the thing I was talking about earlier. Is there's gonna be a part where, you're gonna see Kabuto very soon, and that's because we picked Helix Fossil. Your choices matter. It's like Mass Effect.
Yeah, which color of Kabuto? Red, blue, or green?
What? There's multiple colors of Kabuto?
Well,
Oh, there's
Mass Effect.
two, brown and green.
Yeah, there's a shiny.
Yeah.
So there it is.
Listen, as a fervent Mass Effect 3 defender, they said that your choices mattered. They didn't say they mattered exactly for the end.
I wasn't being sarcastic. Like in Mass Effect, your choices make a difference.
Yeah.
I also liked Mass Effect 3. I thought it was quite good.
Yeah, I really enjoyed Mass Effect 3. I played way too much of the multiplayer mode.
The
that multiplayer was so
It's
good.
So good.
I'm
It
kind
holds
of.
up. I played it at the beginning of the pandemic, and it is still quite good.
I'm surprised. You know what? Because we're talking about Mass Effect, we're getting a bonus pet.
Yay! If you didn't catch Mass Effect, it was in this marathon.
Yeah.
You could go back and watch Sanjan's Mass Effect 1 run. That's a world record holder Mass Effect 1 runner Sanjan, and Gen 5 Pokemon speedrunner Sanjan.
And Octopath Traveler runner Sanjan.
And Octopath Runner Traveler Sanjan. Those words were in order too.
She's a triple threat.
That's true.
Anyway, I believe it is time to close our naming incentive.
Well, right as you said that, I just had a donation slide right in, and I was like, whoa.
Yep.
So, actually, we have a donation from Chansey Tara for $53 saying, name Starmie Chansey, which takes over our other $52 one. So, good timing on that.
Well, maybe you just won't get a star instead.
I mean,
feel like we'll
it's
have a very
entirely
happy
possible.
day.
Do you need tentacle?
Oh, there we are.
Oh, there's a star. You just gotta go the other way around to not get a...
Once I catch Star, I will be one Pokemon away from completion.
Well, one Pokemon and some evolution.
Yeah. One extra. I need to catch one more thing. So I'm gonna catch a Grimer.
What was the CP? I missed it.
I was too busy trying to catch it. We'll find out soon enough. We'll get into menus very shortly. But first, we gotta get off this route. There you are, my behated.
Gah.
Okay, now that we are off the route, it is time to feed Staryu, who's not in the party. Right. Order of operations, Stella. Some candy. Goodbye, Light Scream.
It's 12:05 at level 45.
I was muted. That's decent. That's like middling special attack and good speed.
Oh, good. Because if there's one Starmie fight that I find frustrating, it's doing slow Star Blaine.
It is not fun.
So we got in a $3 donation from Keishora saying, in Japanese, Chansey is called Lucky. If you had caught Chansey, maybe you would have been lucky and found a Rapidash, angry face.
We did find Rapidash though.
Yeah, there were like 3 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna Scald over Bubble Beam. Scald's like good. It's not as good as Surf, but Surf is hard to get in this game because we don't just get it for free. It's HMs. The HM moves still exist, but they're just not required to do like
What was
world
the final
traversal
star game
stuff.
name again?
Chansey?
Chansey. To be fair, though, she did type it in all caps in the donation.
Oh,
We
okay,
might have to-
okay.
We
Well.
might have to yell Chansey just for, proper naming
Chansey!
here.
All caps is Gen 1 throwback vibes.
Yeah.
And also, just as far as other donation business goes, we are at $89 out of 50 for the Pikachu pets. So I believe we will be getting some more of those whenever you have a moment as well.
All right. Good news is I don't need to evolve this one.
Want to diploma chain some Grimers?
So I'm looking at my catch tracker, and when I set things up, I had 9 Pokemon left to get. And I'm realizing now that the math I did was 42 Pokemon plus 9 Pokemon. Which is obviously 50.
Oh, I would grab this candy.
Oh, that's the wrong staircase. I'm too busy thinking about my bad math that I'm going the wrong way.
The risk I took was calculated, but boy, am I bad at math.
That's my Twitter image.
So it's a real mood. That's Pokemon speedrunning in a nutshell. Look at that dodge. Neo.
Neo, I want to teach you about the Matrix.
Swap you around. We're gonna do the classic strat.
What are we, some sort of the Matrix?
Yeah, we're going to stand in front of the enemy. Won't be able to see us. We get in this guy's way. He doesn't have to walk over or anything.
It apparently is, neutral on time. It doesn't actually save time, which is a huge bummer, because it's so neat and dumb.
But it's neutral on time, so, you can still do it anyway.
True.
Anyway, we're deep enough in that the God menu doesn't matter anymore.
We don't need attacks on Starmie. We will never use a physical move on Starmie, so...
Correct.
The Starmie is a special attacker.
Yeah. We do have one more X attack, which is the exact number we need for the rest of the game.
Convenient.
It's almost like this was calculated or something.
But I thought we were bad at math.
Only most of the time.
Speak for yourself.
The problem is I can't even, really joke about being mad at math, because that's my graduate major. A grammar,
Wouldn't that
please.
give you all the right to be mad at math, though?
Well, it makes me better at some kinds of math, but bad at any math that most people want to do.
I misheard as mad at math.
Oh yes, it makes me incredibly frustrated with math, and oh my god, can these blobs get out of the way?
I've seen so many dittos here today because I've been trying to get a 6 IV ditto.
Oh my god, really?
Double heal!
Uh,
Now you're overhealed.
But now, muck again. Muck. That's a lot of muck.
It's a muck party down here.
Look, does that give me, like, a scholar
There.
shield?
They're running amok.
Hey. Well, actually, we're running Starmie. See, in order to get into Blaine's gym, we have to get the stupid key. Now we get to do... Did you study for the test? We have a test today. Did you study?
I'm just gonna wing it. I'm just gonna wing
Okay.
it.
Where's the guy on the roof?
He only comes if you surf on the water.
So yeah, Blaine's gym is like a quiz show. They just kind of rethemed the original gym, which was just those weird question machines. A moment of silence for Tombstoner, which was replaced with Tombstoney in Fire Red Leaf Green, and is still Tombstoney.
Gosh. Censorship.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of literally 1984 if you think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm mashing D on a lot of these because a lot of them are the second answer. And B will not let you input the...
Yeah. This inputting on this sucks because you have to fight a whole trainer. It's really slow.
Yeah.
If you mash B, you won't accidentally mash through.
Yeah. Like, yes, it does feel faster to mash 2 buttons, but like, or you could just mash B.
Yeah.
Better have burn heal.
Ideally, this Magmar uses Flamethrower turn 1 and doesn't confuse Ray. It usually confuses Rays, which is
Yep.
just 1 turn slower. That's like normal that it uses confuse Ray.
Yep.
I'm not even right.
And anyway, we just scald our way through it. The 123 speed on Starmie means that we are in no... The only way we're getting outsped is if Ninetales uses Quick Attack, and that won't do anything.
This fight is very annoying if you're slower.
Yes. You know, once I threw a run by not letting a Pidgeotto evolve after this fight.
I remember that.
I kind of Venom
Wait,
off to make up for it.
Can you just evolve it to the next level?
I did not get enough XP to get it to the next level before I got to Koga.
Oh no.
It was the worst.
Oh no.
Anyway, we're gonna let a bird evolve.
We're gonna need a bigger bird.
Always gonna need a bigger bird.
Love the Blaine dolls just on the floor in disarray.
Right. Anyway, here's our rival talking about how, you know, he's only got 1 badge left. And it's the one in Viridian City, so yeah, you should definitely stop by and check that out. And we're like, we've only got 3.
Yeah. I think they didn't think about just how many gyms you could skip before getting here.
So, thanks for our rival's suggestion. We're gonna go fix that a little bit. So, who wants to talk about Trashcan RNG?
Huh. So,
Your fans for marathon luck?
so there are trash cans. If you remember, Gen 1 has 2 locks you have to hit. They were all very random, and there's a whole lot that goes into figuring
oh my God,
out
first try.
Yeah.
figuring out which trash cans you have to push.
I'm just so lucky I managed to pull that off first try.
That's amazing, Arnold.
I was on the edge of my seat.
That's incredible.
Yeah, in this game it's completely deterministic.
It's static.
No, but there's no abilities. How can it be static?
I mean, if we mess with the TV antenna... Do people still know what those are?
They all have the converter boxes now. Because there's no analog.
Oh yeah, so we could have bought this earlier with Pikachu, and like you can do it. It's just way slower than just hitting the skull button 3 times. So do it now.
Yeah, because why not?
Oh no, that's not in this game. Wobbuffet isn't even in this game. Why would why not be?
Why not?
That's not in this game.
You're not in this game.
That is true. I'm in Gen 3.
I'm not in this game.
That is also true.
But Mantine's Gen 2.
Yeah, but I'm not a Mantine.
Then what are you?
May.
Then you come after April.
That is also true. They gave me my own month, which, like, I wasn't gonna say no. So we teach Thunderbolt, because Thunderbolt is the move that turns out to be really useful, because it's 90 base power, and 100% accuracy, and is electric type.
Yeah,
We
like the
have
song
our
says.
endgame moveset.
Yeah, like the song says, Thunderbolt is a great electric attack until you get ground down by a marrow whack.
And also, good luck with Muck and its poison gas.
God, I loved that album so much as a kid.
Just as a kid?
I had to rediscover it in my adulthood.
Oh hey, Demi, I didn't know you owned a computer.
This gym's also super goofy. Oh no. But Goofy's have been canonically dead since Kingdom Hearts 2.
Well, yeah, that's why this is a prequel and a remake of the original.
Okay.
Gorsh. That's why he's not in Smash with Sora.
Exactly. So yeah, they just can't see you because of the laser line vision, unless you, like, go out of your way, honestly. It feels broken to me, personally.
Look, I'm not complaining.
No, it's great, we don't have to fight anything. It just
Yeah.
doesn't feel right.
It's like it feels like this is not how they intended you to do this.
But it's also, like, not even hard to do. Like, the other skips, you, like, at least, like, think about it. This one, you just run through and hug the walls.
It's the kind of thing that happens when you make a Gen 7 or a Gen 1 remake in the middle of Gen 7 while you're working on Gen 8.
So what you're saying is there were choices.
Probably.
Anyway, it's Erica time.
Beat up that wiggly wheel.
Just like Surge, we could have fought her earlier, but, you know... Psychic is a good move, I hear.
Yeah, in Diploma, the Pikachu set action does just Dodrio. So we don't have a star.
No, we catch the star just to evolve it, I think.
Yeah.
Well, like, we're not using it for any length of time.
Yeah. Like, we're not going to feed her candies into stars, we just use Dodrio.
Yeah.
Which I believe is what the Tonpass uses too. I think the Tonpass uses Dodrio in this fight. I don't remember though, 100%.
Tonpass is a Gen 2 move.
Yeah, but you're not actually using the move. It's just the name of the category because you switch up Pokemon for every major fight.
Hey, so I see a question in chat for how much for Pikachu pets. Just a reminder, for every $50 we raise throughout this run, and that's cumulative, any donation adds up towards it, we are currently sitting at $39 out of 50, so we are just $11 away from the next set of Pikachu pets.
Anyway, now it's time to fly off to the next head, so we're gonna fly to Celadon.
Yeah, it's slightly faster to fly to the Pokemon Center in this city than to walk back toward the Pokemon Center.
Yeah, this is like, if it doesn't have to load another map, it's pretty quick. It's not as fast as it is in Swish, where it's quite, like, very fast, but...
Oh, yeah. Where you fly from, like, the gym to the Pokemon Center that's, like, 5 feet away. But if you want to load anything else in Sword and Shield, then you're on your own.
If you want to load maybe, I don't know, Ryan's gym, I hope you like waiting.
Or, your inventory.
Or your bag, yeah, that's pretty bad too. I still don't understand this part of the game, and that, like, Blue's like, we gotta go stop Team Rocket, and so the only way that we can do that is if I give you an impromptu test right now to prove that you're ready, and, like, we fight each other in the lobby while Team Rocket is taking over the building. I just don't super understand the logic there.
Well, he doesn't want to send these kids, you know, to their doom. He wants to make sure that we can handle ourselves first.
Like, he's like, let's use our precious limited resources on this fight right here.
Let's exhaust our Pokemon before...
Look, he's got, like, 3 dozen, full restores on hand. It's fine.
He doesn't even heal us afterwards, though.
Oh yeah, fair.
Yeah.
Hey, remember that X attack we have? So, yeah. Executor is Grass and Psychic. And, Starmie's moveset consists of Water, Electric, and Psychic. All of which, Executor resists. So we just, stab it with Dodrio.
And then, Charizard, you know, Dodrio's done its job. We're just gonna hit it with the Scald.
I was just double checking to make sure I had enough special specials.
Yeah, you'll need one more after this.
Yeah.
And after this is the best fight in the game. That is not not the worst fight that happens to come about 220, 230 into the run. It is definitely not horrible and also terrible. And that is Archer 2.
It's certainly not programmed in a very inoptimized way.
No, you can do... Oh, do Lapras Skip.
Yeah! Like, we already don't need the rare candy, might as well just forego it entirely.
do Lapras skip, yeah. So yeah, Archer 2 is a true double, which means us and our good pal, I don't remember, Draver? Was that what we named Trace?
Draves.
Draves. Us and our good pal Draves versus Aqua Admin, Archer, and a random grunt. And because there are 4 different trainers on the board, the game is like, I don't know what to do about this. What if I made this take forever? And it's just
The worst.
horribly slow. It's so slow.
Yeah, because
the
it has
ideal
to,
fight-
So,
The ideal fight is 3 turns long. An average fight is 4 turns long. I've seen 8. And you'll immediately see why this is so bad.
And, like, it would be one thing, like, okay, you know, the game is laggy, sure it takes a while, but at least it's easy, it's safe.
No.
yeah. But, like, so, like, the AI has to calculate moves for 3 trainers, which it does not do in the most optimal way. Plus, there are possible status effects. And on top of that, your rival's
Electrode
AI,
explode.
your rival's AI is about as smart as a brick.
Alright. That's basically an optimal turn 1.
Yeah, like, he actually used the right...
This would actually like not be a big problem if it wasn't a true double. Like there would be things we could actually do, but instead we're just reliant on Trace to use the right moves for once in his freaking life.
Right?
And for
Also, he's a
and
level
for
30. He's a level 36 Cubone.
Yeah. And for Electrode to, like, not Thunderbolt you.
Yeah.
Because every time he does, you have to heal. And you just wait for it to, like, either get knocked out by Trace or self-destruct.
Also, shoutouts to Cubone using Focus Energy. Real good play there, Trace.
Yeah. Real smart stuff. So this is gonna be a 4 turn.
Which, you know,
Which is not bad. Like a 4 turn's totally fine.
Yeah.
I will take that over some of the ones I've had in the past.
Yeah, no, 4 turn, like you don't complain
Yeah.
about 4 turn.
Especially for, like, Marathon.
We take those.
Yeah, like, I've had turns where... I've had ones where basically Electrode keeps using Thunderbolt on Starmie, and you're getting outsped every time, so you just have to keep healing it. And it is...
But, like, y'all see how long it takes the computer to decide everything it's doing after you select your move? Oh, and the little teleport pads. Stepping onto those is an ordeal.
Yeah, if you don't step to them at like a right angle to the center, like if you're like slightly off, then they will you'll like do this little turn before you step on it, and that loses a little bit of time.
Almost got hit by the spinner.
You can also, like, sometimes you can go directly on the corner and it won't stop. But, like, it's more consistent on the edges.
Yeah, as long as you make a direct line at the center, you won't turn before going onto it.
Which is super easy to do in such a precisely controlled game as this.
Yep.
When you're going fast.
Hey, so I've got an $11 donation from Margaret Ann saying, "Pet that Pikachu." Earthbound Photography song plays. I'm sorry, I don't know how that goes. I would sing it for you if I could. Also, Cinema Roll for Hello Kitty Cruisers. And of course, with that, we will be getting some Pikachu pets shortly after this. Thank you so much for the donation.
Heck yeah, I will do it right after this rocket fight. Optimal.
You ready to experience a world of pain?
I do live in a society, yes.
Pikachu doesn't look pleased. Okay, there we go.
Yeah. Pikachu was just a little tired. Head pats should cheer up.
So yeah, we fight Giovanni for the second and certainly last time, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. You know, we're going to foil his nefarious scheme once and for all.
Yeah.
There's definitely not a rule of threes.
No. I've never heard of that. This fight's like real easy.
Yeah. We use the first turn to set up because Persian uses Fake Out, and then we just sweep.
Yep. And the next Giovanni will be just as easy, right?
Yes. Yes, it will.
Yeah.
And it definitely won't be the first trainer where I'm going to safety save.
Yeah, I mean...
Because here's the thing, there isn't even going to be another one. This is the last one. We just went over this.
Oh, right, my bad. I forgot.
Wait, this game has a save feature?
It does.
Yeah, it's called, you know how you have to go in and delete your data after you finish a run?
No.
Oh, right, because I don't finish runs either. Right, obviously.
That has never happened.
Because my runs end at 8 minutes when I don't get a runnable starter. We are not the same.
You do have to wander over here and talk to the president to pick up a Master Ball that we're never going to use.
Yeah, he doesn't let you leave in this game if you don't grab it.
He's very adamant that you come get the Master Ball from him, but he won't bring it to you when you're at the door trying to leave.
No, he wants you to come there. Because you see, you know, he is a CEO and very important.
Any Lapras fans in chat? It's rough for you right now, I'm sorry. Normally we get a Lapras in the building along with the rare candy, but because it's very fast.
Yeah.
But because the math was the risk was calculated and so on and so forth, you're still just going to get this.
Yeah.
On.
And since we're skipping the extra rare candy anyway, because you know, early Arcanine.
Exactly.
We don't even need to worry about it. We are going to pick up the Porygon though.
We're gonna go buy a bunch of stuff.
Yep. So this is how you get Porygon in here, since if you'll remember the original, Porygon was like the grand prize from the Game Corner, but since gambling was made illegal in Nintendo games,
well, I wouldn't go that far ahead. Only ones that are on the Switch.
I mean, fair. Unite is just pay to win instead.
It also does have loot boxes, so I guess.
Yeah.
I forgot about Unite.
I mean, who hasn't at this point?
Well, and it's not like Pokemon Go would have eggs that are basically loot boxes that you can only hold a certain amount of, and then to get rid of the ones you don't want, you have to hatch them anyway. And all the incubators, you can only incubate with one incubator at a time, unless you buy more that fall apart eventually, so you have to buy replacements, you know?
But tell me how you really feel, Dijon.
Yeah, how do you... Yeah? That sounds crazy. I don't think they'd do that.
Nintendo would never.
Yeah, Nintendo don't. Also, shoutouts to the very 80s neon trans coloring of Sabrina's gym.
There is no amount that I can play this game where I will actually memorize this stupid puzzle.
Yeah.
Nope.
Technically, if you do it, if you're optimal, you don't have to wait at all.
Imagine being optimal.
It's a bit spooky though. And you can see that slow turn right there. There's just so much little jank in this game. Just like itty tiny baby jank.
You can have little jank as a treat.
Exactly.
It's called room for micro-optimizations. It's what separates the 301s from the 302s.
That is, well, what separates the 301s from the 302s is like, this game is a RNG nightmare at the top level.
Well, I mean, yes, that too. Yeah, we're good. We got enough.
Look, I'm sure if you set, like, 8 runners down at 8 switches over, like, 24 hours in a weekend, someone could beat the world record.
2 weeks later.
Born to psychic, forced to fight. That's Sabrina.
Anyway.
The strategy changes.
Born to fight, forced to light screen.
Oh, yeah, depending on what turn mine does light screen, the strategy for this can change. Ideally, it doesn't turn 1, turn off the stall. And yeah, you just kind of set up and you wait for light screen to wear off. Hooray! Contact. Is your special defense like real low? Oh!
Let's go!
That is the name of the game, yes.
Not even close. Easy. Yeah, and after that, it's easy.
It's fine.
I was debating whether or not to heal. I would have cried.
I mean, you're faster than everything.
And also, like, the retry wouldn't be that bad. I would just go back in.
That part, do the puzzle again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it would be slow, but it wouldn't be, you know, game over.
Yeah.
Oh, and look, you healed 2 hit points.
There you go.
You doubled your health.
Yay!
Thanks, Keys. So now we have 2 gyms left. 1 gym, or as I like to call it, 2. Wait, other way around. And the one up next is the one that we caught all those Pokemon for. All 49 of them, which we definitely have 49 of them. And that is Koga.
Nice.
Look, usually when I'm doing PB attempts, I don't bother to update the final tracker bit for Lapras and...
Well, you know.
But then...
Another menu section. We're just gonna
heal
kind of
up.
reorder everything to make it optimal. Like, we want our X specials to be in the rightmost slot because we use them the most.
Okay. Right, I want to take Oregon out of the team. And at this point, I can just fly away.
You're not gonna use the candy?
Oh, right. You do candy here. I'm a fool.
I want candy.
21. 23. So we don't get any of the fun... We don't get most of the fun Scald ranges.
Nah, I mean, the Scald range is not that big of a deal. You say super effective text. It's a bigger deal later on than it is right now. It's very minor time save here.
But the question is... After you beat the last gym, 1 controller rival?
No. I did that once.
It's really bad on Pika's head. This is where we get our Sandy Mouth Bones.
It's okay.
Sandy Mouthbones was my mother.
I was gonna say, that's my new Tumblr account.
I thought she was Misty Terrain. Oh, speaking of Misty
No,
Terrain...
that's the second gym.
Speaking
also
of
this
Misty
gym.
Terrain, this gym stinks. The true gym leader is Ace Trainer Caden, who is both a jerk and mean. You did not get kicked by Koga, congrats.
Which is also a fun category.
Is it fun, or is it the most dull category?
It is the most dull category.
You don't do anything, it's very boring.
It's the it's the most fun category Nate. For Let's
Yeah,
Go.
seems
I will give it that.
Yeah. I don't know, Baton Pass is pretty good too.
Fair, that... But Get Kicked by Koga just has that nice, alliteration with the K's.
Don't like that.
Well, okay.
So ideally it doesn't
Don't like
protect
that.
here. Doesn't protect here. You can run out of psychics here, and if that happens, then I don't actually know what you do. I've never seen it happen.
You go to the Pokemon Center next door.
And
You
cry.
panic mostly.
You cry.
Yeah, like,
Honestly, what it
it
is you pop the elixir early.
Yeah, and then you center afterwards. Yeah.
It's 2 protects.
Hey. Look at us.
And
Look
then
at
the
us.
rest, look at us.
Who'd have thought?
Who would have thought?
Not me.
So now, the rest of the trainers we can just skip. And we fight Koga, who's essentially that same fight, but less scary, and it's just how many protects do you get? I hope it's not very many.
That top pink-haired trainer is another example of, if you're hugging the very corner of the wall, he won't see you.
Yes.
I think I've hit just about every optional trainer in this gym. Through my process of learning this game.
Hooray!
I always forget where the walls are,
Same.
so I have to like feel around and look like a idiot.
Or a
Yeah,
Mr. Mime.
I do that. I still
But
do
I guess I repeat you.
Poor Mime. He's getting dragged live on stream. Here I thought it was Mime time.
Mr. Mime!
That's pretty good.
So, fun fact,
Ooh, good Thermal Protect.
Mr. Mime, the Generation 1 Pokemon, is named Barriered in Japan, which does not have a reference to gender in it.
Wait, why did we not name it Barrier Blitz then?
So when Mr. Mime was translated as Mr. Mime, people tried to warn people in the company who tried to warn like the higher ups who were naming the Pokemon that, if they introduce gender, it's gonna be weird.
I've heard that. Isn't that just the case in the world though?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. So, Generation 2 comes around, and they introduce gender, and in
Big
Japan,
mistake.
they make... Yeah, we're right.
This has made a
They-
lot of people
they
very
introduced-
angry.
they
It's been
introduced-
generally considered to be a bad move.
Not only that, they introduced binary gender.
I know.
But,
Well, It's a computer, so I understand why they thought that was a good idea.
And Gen 2 is just straight up sexist about it.
Yeah, so Mr. Mime can be half male and half female. So you can have female Mr. Mime, because they didn't think it out, which, good for Mr. Mime. but-
Iconic. I mean,
And-
there's a-
and
it's
then-
it's the same thing as the trans Merrills.
Yeah, and then 24, 23...
Wait. You didn't get pushy push, did you?
Thank you. You saved me.
23, 24 years later, however many, Sword and Shield comes along. They make Galarian Mr. Mime, and they have an evolution for it. And the geniuses at Nintendo are like, we're gonna name this Mr. again.
Well, I get the legacy there at that point, right? Where it's it's an evolution line, but
Yeah,
they should have just named him Mime Senior. See, they learned their lesson with Mime Junior,
God.
What if we just doubled down on gender? Ugh.
Also, Meryl can be trans because when Azumarill was introduced, it had a different gender ratio from Meryl. So when it evolved, it could change, I think, from female to male.
Yeah, that's right.
We love Transmask Meryl.
And then they changed that at some point.
Yeah. I think they changed that the generation after, because Azumarill was Gen 3?
Yes,
I
Gen
think.
3.
So I think Gen 4 is when they quote-unquote fixed it.
Yeah.
We gotta go. Nobody's at the gym. Super weird. We gotta go talk to Oak and get Megastones that we're not gonna use. And then we're gonna have to ride our Rapidash all the way back. It is actually faster. It
Or
takes
we
it
could
Gen
ask-
6. Never mind. Thank you, Evan.
Or we could ask Eevee.
Or we could ask Eevee. Or Pikachu in this one.
Well, let's say
it's
its name is Eevee.
If you don't despawn your Rapidash at all, then it is actually faster to run back than it is to fly back because of just how long the fly animation takes. So we run back.
And then despawn the Rapidash because, running is hard.
Yeah, there was a trans Salazzle glitch in Sword and Shield, and trans Vespiquen, I think, as well. But they patched that out, I believe. Because, dang, games as a service, you can patch things now. Who thought of that?
Pikachu looks at some flowers, and you're told that you can go back to Viridian City. It's also part of the game where they just kind of dunk on Oak for a bit.
I know, it's so great.
Which would be also a great category name. Dunk on
Dunk
Oak.
on Oak. That would be a very good category name. It's like there's a
That's
category in Sword and Shield called Flex on Mum.
Dunk on
Yeah.
Oak is basically just 80%, though.
True. Where your goal is at the beginning of Sword and Shield, you're given $30,000 from your mom. So you go and you buy a $30,000 T-shirt, and then you do the Leon pose in front of your mom as fast as you can. We intentionally fight this trainer first because it allows us to skip the second half of the puzzle because he won't walk forward if we fight him beforehand.
You know what's really fun is doing this gym with Joy-Con drift.
It's quite bad. Playing this game with Joy-Con drift, not a good one. I don't recommend it, actually. I think it's kind of the worst, actually.
I just don't recommend Joy-Con drift in general.
Yeah,
Just honestly, you can get a cheap little replacement joystick, and it's not that difficult to open up the thing and switch out the joystick. Just do that. It's cheaper than buying a new controller, and it's cheap, and it's better than your runs dying to Joy-Con drifting you into 3 optional trainers here.
Yeah. So I'm going to take the Coward's route for Ace Trainer Samuel.
Yeah, so this is where we start having a couple strategies where you can either hit a Hydro Pump or you can die. With Ace Trainer Samuel, you have 2 chances to hit a Hydro Pump, and if you miss them both, you're dead, or you get credit. Hydro Pump is an 80% move, which means you have a 4% chance to lose here, I believe, or more than that because of the crit. But yeah, it's roughly 4%.
But you know what?
Alternatively, you can summon the cheat trainer to controller it, which is slower but safe.
But you know what? Good for him for being openly ace.
True. We love an ace trainer.
Yeah. But also, hey, we have these 2 trainers. They're kind of facing the same way. You'd think you'd be able to squeeze between them and skip them. No.
Yeah, this is the one time that I actually thought this through.
Yeah.
It is, in fact, the worst.
But I
Wait,
mean,
is
you
it?
just gotta
You
gravel
just
her.
stalled.
Yeah. I mean, the fight is fine. The fact that they actually remembered how to set things up, kind of annoying.
Spoilers, Giovanni was actually the 8th gym leader. That's crazy.
Wow.
That's crazy. This fight's bad, because if you get crit by the Doug trio and you're not at full health or you have bad stats, you are dead.
Just straight up.
You know, I've never actually safety saved for this fight.
For
I do it all the
marathons, I'll do it, but...
Yeah.
I safety save all the time for, like, Lance and Final Rival, but...
Yeah.
Oh no, I've just been absolutely, you know... I have opinions about this Giovanni fight.
Hey, that X defense that we bought a while ago.
Like,
I
all the way
Wow.
back at the beginning of the game.
It's Chekhov's X defense.
And the problem is we do
See,
have
that
to...
dog. That dog liked it.
Problem is
Yeah,
we
that
do
dog.
have to set up the special attack.
Slash?
The guitarist from Guns
Why
N'
can't it
Roses.
always just use Slash?
High crit rate.
Yeah, but even
Ah.
still, it's less damage than Earthquake. It's
Fair.
not stab, and it's not Earthquake.
Fair on
So
both
why does-
counts.
Why does the AI do anything?
Because we
At
taught
least-
Sand to think.
At least it doesn't
That
get
was
stuck in a.
mistake.
At least it doesn't get stuck in a rest cycle.
Fair.
$28 and 41. You're very fast.
Yeah. Well, the good news is I am out of quick attack range for Pidgeot, so we're just gonna go on in.
The order that Rival 5 sends out Pokemon is random. However, he will never, he always leads with Pidgeot and will never send out Jolteon second, which we use to our advantage in order to get set up enough to outspeed Jolteon and have enough damage to one-shot Jolteon in time. Otherwise, it would murder our face. It is actually quite it's of the 3 evolutions they could have picked to make the Rivals Pokemon in this game, Jolteon is the worst one they could have chosen for us.
Yeah, but it makes sense why they chose it.
I wish they
It's
attempted
yellow.
with the yellow method of choosing, where depending on how you do in the earlier rival fights.
So if you lose the very first fight, you get Vaporeon, and then, like...
Exactly.
That'd be interesting to intentionally lose a fight so that you get Vaporeon later.
I wonder if there are any routes that do that.
And we're gonna keep our repel up because we don't need to catch anything ever again. You can one controller this fight, it's horrible.
I tried it once. I've
You also
decided
need,
never
like-
again.
I did it
You
once on
also-
accident and it was real bad.
You also... Well, I don't know about on Pikachu, but... You need an X speed, too.
Oh, Pikachu.
Well, we have a bajillion X items, we have so many extra.
Yeah, so we set up an
Percent.
X speed and 2 X attacks over the course of this fight.
X special attacks.
Yeah.
We do the X speed, then the X special attack, then the X speed, then the X special attack. We always do the X special attack on turn 2, because again, of just how the random AI works. It's now it's going to send out the. We just need to make sure we're at 1-1 before the Jolteon, essentially.
You know what? I think the extra X speed is just needed for the one controller route for Eevee because he's got Raichu instead of Jolteon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, makes sense. Jolteon's also the least cute of the original evolutions. Like, I don't dislike Jolteon, but I don't like it as much as the other two.
The Jolteon
You know
is
what?
pretty spiky.
I will agree. I will agree.
Yeah.
The Jolteon is my favorite of the 3.
Vaporeon is my favorite of
I
the
also
3.
like Vaporeon. Now, Jolteon is not my least favorite evolution. Not even close.
Did someone say Leafeon?
Like, please don't.
Okay.
I'm like... I just want... I don't want to... I was having a good time, then you said Leafeon. I'm just in a bad mood.
Look, in my opinion, Leafeon is just kind of there. Glaceon, though.
You don't like Glaceon?
Nah.
Glaceon's good.
Look, Glaceon
Leafeon's
has a
like-
haircut I associate with bad things.
People got so mad when Gen 5 came out because they're like, oh, they added a trash bag Pokemon, but Leafeon already existed.
Oh.
Damn.
Trash bag Pokemon. That's so unoriginal, said the person whose favorite generation includes Ball and slightly
Seal.
larger Ball.
Okay, to be fair, Ball and slightly larger Ball are pretty good Pokemon.
Oh yeah.
And just for that, you get 10 fewer minutes in the Voltorb pit.
But I mean, Gen 1 also has Magnet,
I
pile of
love
toxic
Magnet.
sludge,
Don't insult Magnemite.
and literal fish.
I love Magnet.
Oh no, Magnemite is an amazing
okay.
Pokemon. I'm just
Okay,
saying
let's-
that if you want to be annoyingly reductionist about various Pokemon, Gen 1 has a fair number of Pokemon you could be
Let's-
pedantically reductionist about.
Let's be real though, every gen has literal fish.
Fair.
Yeah.
But here's the real game. How many literal fish does Gen 1 have?
I can do one controller Naomi, the best.
At least 3.
Uh,
Magikarp, Goldeen, and
Sea-
Seaking.
yeah. Well, Sea King is like a fish, but it has like the anime little sister too.
That's still a fish.
Yeah, but it's a little different. That's what I'm saying. They did something with it.
Look, I'm
This is Naomi.
So-
You have to understand, I'm a coward.
No, you should not do this. Like, there's no reason to one controller Naomi unless you're on world record pace, and even then, it's like the worst.
Yeah.
In order to one controller Naomi, it's just an 80% chance you got one shot, one opportunity. And if you miss, then your run is dead. If you two controller Naomi, it's pretty safe.
Do not miss your chance to
Just don't miss.
Pokemon.
So we set up an X speed, and we go for Hydro Pump. If we miss Hydro Pump, then we can, or X Special Attack. If we miss Hydro Pump, we can X Special Attack again, and then you scald, and that will always work. Ooh.
Oh, the range.
Ooh.
Alright, game. Let's go.
So, your special attack, what is it?
It's not even that bad. Like, it's not good, but it's not that bad.
It was 132.
Because is that Hydro Pump, like, supposed to be a range?
Yeah,
Yes.
Is it?
Hydro Pump
Okay.
stops being a range at 134.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you actually just low rolled.
Yeah,
Alright.
I missed the 14 out of 16, according to the notes.
Yep. Cool, cool, cool.
Oh, fun. Love that. Love those.
I mean, unfortunately, it's not one like where you would have died, Lance.
Yeah.
The heck?
That was me dropping my phone on the floor.
Oh.
Yeah.
Was your phone 30 pounds and made of aluminum?
No, it's just echoey in here. I
Ah.
had the room painted today, so all the plushes are no longer gonna hear to dampen sound.
Ah.
That's the real purpose of all the plushies.
Exactly, they're acoustic foam.
You can't push from this direction.
They're a business expense, the government. The rest of the trainers aren't that interesting, or like not much to say about them, except for
Hey, there's
Ace
a couple things to say about a couple of them.
Trainer Alexa, who we will try to not fight for our second to last trainer skip. Question mark.
I will try once.
I mean, yeah.
Well, you only have one
you
shot.
only have one try. So.
One opportunity. Yeah. Oh, dang it!
Oh,
Thunderbolt, why?
Thunderbolt. God, 1 HP. Look, if you had one shot, 1 HP.
We just keep making this joke, and it's amazing.
I mean, I've been making this joke since 1999. I don't know when that movie came out. I guessed.
Wait, you've been making the joke for 5 years?
Real. Yeah, right? So we're gonna... So a fun thing about this game is that they kept all the puzzles largely the same, or at the very least similar, but they made them really annoying. Because in the old games, you just run into a block and it pushes it, and it's just kind of quick. In this game, you have to hit A every time, and you have to watch this little Pikachu animation, and it's the slowest thing ever.
Yeah, but then we have to do the most unrealistic thing in this game, which is get help from a police officer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's
Also-
Go Pikachu is propaganda.
Also because things such as these blocks operate off a grid system, and you move in a free
Keep it
plane.
demonstrating.
In a free plane, if you don't hit it just right, it'll either go the wrong way or tell you it can't go anywhere. Also, go down that ladder if you want Moltres.
Did you talk to the officer?
Yes, I did.
Okay, I missed it. So yeah,
Also-
let's just skip. You dismount your Pokemon in the corner to make this hitbox longer, and you just the right amount of space that you can slip by her.
Woo!
Haven't
It
failed that
looks-
in a while.
It looked so wrong because you like just run into her face, and she's like, "Huh?
What?
Huh?"
I mean, to be fair, that would be my reaction if someone ran right into my face.
That's fair.
Reminder,
I get to do that
we've only
once
got
more.
a little bit more time to get petting donations in, so if you want me to pet the Eevee again, get those in soon.
Yeah, just as a reminder, for every $50 raised during the run, and that is cumulative, we will stop the game. Well, not stop the game, but stop what we're doing as best we can, and give give Pikachu some lovely pets.
If you give us $50, we will turn this game off.
No,
Wait, what?
I think we need to make it a little higher than that.
Look, if you get us to $10,000 before I fight Lance, I will stop the run.
Yo, and actually, while I am right here, we actually do have a $25 donation from Dotphase saying, "Hello everyone, I promised that if I missed the last note during the 100-second kitchen battle that I would donate $20. I felt like 25 was better. Hope the run is going well, Leggy. And also, hey Sparkover, you're awesome and I love you very much." Wow. Also, bears, bears, bear, bears, bears, bear, bears. Thank
Go
you very much
Bears!
for that donation, babe.
Chicago, baby.
Buffalo, 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 buffalo.
Wait, is that not what we're talking about?
I think we're talking about bears, like those bears in chat right there.
Oh, see, I figured we were just talking about the Chicago Bears.
Did you know that the Chicago Bears aren't actually bears, they're people?
What?
Wait, what?
Wait, you're telling me that the Chicago Bears are not a team of large gay men?
And I
mean,
I don't know
they
what to
could-
tell
I
you
don't
about
know.
the Mighty Ducks either.
Oh,
Oh no, they weren't mighty.
That they're a corporate entity owned by Disney and used entirely for profit?
I mean,
that's
that's
just-
true of most everything.
Yeah. Alright, so this next skip is called Dawson Skip. And we don't really know how it works. It was discovered a couple months ago when a runner did it on accident, did not
Yeah.
realize that it was
We don't know if it will work.
Nope.
It did
essentially
not.
the goal is you want to spawn Rapidash like the right moment so that it like you're in like the right point of the animation where your hitbox doesn't line up with the sight or something. We don't really know. But yeah, literally a runner named Cruel didn't realize you have to fight that trainer and just tried running past them and didn't spawn the encounter and didn't even think twice of it until another runner who's in his chat, Caternese, was like, "Wait, what did you just do? Wait, what?" And
Hi
it's
there, Morsel.
there is no consistent setup for it.
We have no idea how to make it consistent at all.
Like, the
You
best
don't-
guess is that, like, but when the right Pokemon spawns in, like, you just kind of, like, disappear for, like, a couple frames or something.
Yeah, it feels like you have to be on like the exact right frame at the exact right moment, but we really don't know. I know Aspect actually got it in there was a Australian marathon a couple weeks ago and got it in marathon, which was super cool.
I've never gotten it. It would have been hype, but, you know, was not expecting it.
Mm-hmm. It's not a thing you can do on demand.
I also have a cat here,
Morsel.
and he is adorable, and also just crawling all over me.
Pet that cat. Pet that cat.
Oh, I did. Do not worry.
Okay.
Morsel the felon.
Yeah, he escaped one day and wound up in cat jail.
Uh-oh.
I mean, let's be fair. He escaped multiple days. He just only got caught once.
He got caught the first day. But yeah, it was very stressful. We picked him up from animal control. It was super straightforward, but oh god. We had to pay bail for him, basically.
We are now on the Electronic Elite 4. Half of these fights are like whatever, and half of these fights are bad. This first fight and the second fight are pretty whatever. The last 3 fights are bad.
Agatha's not that bad.
Agatha can be bad.
I actually lost like 2 world record pace runs to getting credit on Agatha. Agatha can be pretty bad.
Yeah.
Also, hey, Ice Lady is back.
Ice is nice.
Anyway.
Alright, Dugong's not gonna get stuck using Rest because you're not weak to Psychic.
Yeah, it just kind of waterfalls, yeah. And we gotta hit 1 Hydro Pump, and that's it. That's the fight. But it's not like the other ones where if you miss it, then we're done.
Oh, I'm just gonna set up 3.
I don't like setting up 3 just because it risks getting Bruno turnarounds a little bit more.
Yeah. But, you know, like,
It's
again,
marathon safety.
Yeah.
That's fair. I can't believe you killed that Latias. That Lapras. They're in danger.
Okay, that's the last Jinx.
So that's where you have to hit the Hydro Pump on if you only set up the +4.
Cloister.
Yeah, I have more than enough HP to survive the earthquake.
Famous last words.
Yeah. That's how you get that. Saying stuff like that's how you get crit.
Oh, yeah, I know you're right.
Yeah.
This is a marathon, remember?
So, Bruno's truly the most difficult fight. We're gonna hit the Psychic button, not 1, not 2, not 3. Maybe 4, probably 5 times.
A coward.
You're saving on Bruno?
You put the fear of God of the crit into me.
Oh my god.
Watch
You could've
me
just
get
hit-
crit!
You could
I
have
can't
just
even think you died to get crit.
you could have just healed.
Yeah.
Oh no, we're doing it this way.
This is the worst way of doing it.
Definitely correct, but you know. Now I won't
Okay,
get
we
crit.
set up a turn.
See, it didn't get crit.
Crit wouldn't have killed you.
Probably not.
It might have.
No, because it's 1.5 times crits in this game. Yeah, now we hit the psychic button.
Psychic button.
.147 speed. I did not get your special attack.
Yeah, I didn't either.
But you're very fast.
Ew.
And you know, if I have to pick a non-special attack stat, speed
Yeah,
is not the
best
worst.
one. Well, I don't know about your other ones. I didn't even look at them. Poliwrath is an underrated Pokemon.
Yeah.
Politoad's better.
I disagree.
Man, you were wrong.
Well, if it helps, I looked at my defense. I've got a 110 defense right now, which puts me right in the middle of the Earthquake range chart.
Okay. So next up is Agatha. Agatha's a big old flowchart, essentially. There's like 4 or 5 different ways this fight can go. It usually goes one way, which is you get glared turn 1, you get crunched, you use your full restore that you picked up, you win. But you can just do weird stuff sometimes. So hopefully that doesn't happen.
And,
The
you know,
defense drop
like,
is really annoying.
the other thing that can go wild is if your friendship is high enough and the power of love takes over.
It's a curious thing.
Yeah.
I didn't know Huey Lewis and the News were in this game.
It's true. Truey Lewis and the New.
Where's
Truey
Dewey?
Lewis and the Trues.
Where are Dewey Lewis and Louie Lewis?
Okay.
So yeah, crunch is this turn. If you get crit there and your defense isn't high enough, you can die. Especially now, it's actually really scary because of the defense drop.
Cranch.
Oh, there's the turnaround.
Yeah, you always return rounds here. Poison's interesting.
I'm not sure what I do here.
I also don't know what you do here.
I think I'm just gonna kill the Arbok because it's terrifying.
And heal on Golbat, I guess. Kind of as if you got the Golbat setup thing.
Ooh,
And then just
I don't know if I
or-
survive poison
The
here.
Weezing. Weezing. Yeah, I would heal here. You have
Heal.
to.
Yeah.
This fight could be weird. It's not just weird stuff happening.
Just Agatha things.
Yeah, then kill it.
Today I learned Weezing has Thunderbolt.
Oh yeah, it's
What
in
else
the
do you
notes.
Read the notes. God.
I don't think it's in the Eevee notes.
And then you can survive the Gengar, I think. Poison. So I think you just kill it.
Yeah. This is such a scuffed run.
So weird.
This is weird.
2
Oh.
HP again.
But
Let's
now
go.
you heal on Golbat. Because I
Yeah.
think Golbat's just gonna like. Well, Golbat has Crunch. That's maybe a little bit scary. No, it'll quick attack.
Yeah.
Yep. You're good.
Oh, and finally.
Oh yeah!
Finally, Starmie, thank you. So that's Power Love.
Power of Love coming in clutch.
What did it? I mean, I saved the menu, I guess.
Yeah.
So the hardest trick in the run is coming after this, and it's called not ethering Scald.
Oh God. Don't even say that. I've never screwed that up before.
Oh, it's the worst. It's so bad. I know some people who get the Max Elixir just because of the anxiety of... Like, the anxiety slows them... Like, I think Etiquette is one of the people who gets the Max Elixir just because he was like, it slows me down enough to, like, because of the anxiety.
Because there's no
Perfect.
confirm.
There is
Like-
no confirm. And there's only one... Once you click it, there's, like, no text. That's like, what move would you want to use? You don't have to clear that text box, so...
Right. Anyway, it's Lance time.
I always just use the max one there and use the regular one earlier.
Well, you don't grab the Max one. If you
I
the
grab
early-
an elixir
ether.
and the ether by
Yeah.
Bill's house.
Yep.
Then that's what I'm thinking of then.
Yeah, it is faster.
Whichever one restores PP of all the moves is the one I use
Here.
here.
Fair.
Also, Seadra.
Yeah, Seadra just uses Hyper Beam a bunch. And
See-
sometimes Hydro Pump. It's nice when it uses Hydro Pump because it doesn't do anything. We have to set up a bunch on this stupid fight. Because
Also,
Dragon is hard to kill.
There's fun times to Seadra crits though.
That's
Not
never
when he
happened to
uses
me
Hydro
before to
Pump.
run.
Whatever. Wait, I thought that was 3. Oh,
That's 3.
I can't count. I can't count.
That seems to be a common theme here.
Oh, I think I counted the special defense on accident.
Got it.
Yeah, that's
Alright.
fast.
We will see how bad the Dragonite range is when I level up.
I love missing the 15-16. It's like my favorite thing to do in this game.
Yeah. And
Luther on the last 5 minutes to missing a 15-16 range.
I'm going to take the time to menu down to Thunderbolt, just because... Yeah, really, just because.
because.
Okay.
137.
So it is not the 15-16th range, it is the 14-16th range.
Oh boy.
I love it.
Oh boy.
And
This is why we saved.
never had a run die to that.
Yeah, well, yeah, of course not. That would never happen. See, that's
There
why
we
you missed
go.
That's why you missed that 14-16th range on Naomi.
Oh, yeah.
Here. That was a manip.
Is that how it works?
So now we have to fight
And
Chase.
now we get to dunk on Oak some more. And that's a dunk on Oak % complete.
Anyway, hey Sparko,
Hello.
any last-minute donations coming in? Because we're almost out of time to pet the Pika.
Nothing else has come in since there, so we're sitting at $25 towards the next one. I don't know, would there be time for any last minute ones here, or are we at the cutoff?
We are,
kind of
like,
cut off.
This is the cutoff, basically.
yeah.
Yeah.
If any come in, and I can let the credits play out, then we can get some more, but... Yeah, I've got a little bit of time under estimate, so... You'll just have to let me know if I need to cut off the credits.
Sounds good. All right, you heard that. If you can get in $25 before the end of this fight, then we will get some more one last little bonus Pika Pets for seeing us off.
Or even 75, we'll get even more then.
It's true. Any $50 increments. And we're sitting at 25 out of 50 right now.
So the problem with this fight is that Pidgeot uses Air Slash, and has like a bajillion stats because it's Mega Pidgeot, and so if it crits, we're not at full health, we are probably dead.
Yeah,
This
It's-
happens frequently enough
it's
to people
fun.
that everyone thinks that Air Slash is a high crit chance move. It is not. It's actually just a 1 in 24 chance to get crit here. It's just that you remember the times that you lose your run on here. There's actually a safety strat that Eevee has now where you can 2-controller this fight and use a Meowth to fake out turn 1. And then that gives you enough time to set up and you don't risk getting crit.
Okay. I'm not gonna risk the ranges here, so I'm gonna set up once more.
Never punished. Now we just murder everything.
Okay. The scary part's over.
Now it's just use the right moves.
Well, I'm going to set up once more.
Yeah, right. Because this Vileplume will like always use Solar Beam.
For some reason.
Pretty much. That's not technically true. I have seen it not use Solar Beam, but it's like once ever that I think I've seen it, maybe twice. And it wasn't to me, so.
Because super effective.
And super powerful.
Yeah. But it gives us a turn. And then time is going to be after the Hall of Fame, when it said, like, it'll say, like, congratulations, champion, or whatever, and then it'll fade to black. And when it's faded to black, that is time. There's a bit of a cutscene before then, though.
Yeah. So, like, once the Jolteon is down, you know, the run is effectively over. We just have to do, you know, the last
right
bit
moves.
of it. And then after the credits, there's another... No, there isn't.
No, that's a different game.
Yeah. Alpha Sapphire is a good game.
Yeah,
it's a good
like-
speedrun.
No, I mean, what kind of speedrun would make you, like, wait through an entire credits sequence just to lose a fight?
Yeah, who would do that? They'd have to be out of their mind. So yeah, that's Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu any %.
And I'm just going to give you a little heads up. There will be one more round of Pika Pets.
Alright,
yeah.
so that'll have to be after the credits.
Yes.
Yeah.
You cannot just soft reset these credits, it dumps you back here. Well, you can't
I never
really
knew
soft reset
that.
this anyways, but I didn't know it until Retroid and I were doing a diploma race against Jim and Joker, and we just got completely destroyed because they had an insanely good run. And so
Alright.
Retroid was like, screw it, I'll try it. It doesn't
And... Time.
Time. 3:29 on the dot.
Woo! 1 whole minute underestimate.
Hey, you know,
Easy.
gotta get good.
Great job, everybody.
That was super fun. What a
super
run! You know, we saw the Bulbasaur, we saw the Kangaskhan, we saw the Chansey.
You missed a 14/16 range.
No shiny though, but like,
Next time.
yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna pop to the restroom real fast while the credits roll. I'll come back, we'll pet the Pikachu, it'll be great.
Yeah, so speaking of petting that Pikachu, the last donation that just came in was $25 from Casual Geek Dave, saying, Pika Pets? Much yes. Thank you so much for that. We're currently sitting at $4,848.58, everyone. I'm really hoping we're going to hit that 5K very soon indeed. This was a super cozy run, though. I'm really glad that I was able to join in on this one.
Yeah, if you're
Yeah.
interested in running Let's Go, there's a very accessible run, and I highly recommend it.
And also, you should buy the digital version, and not the physical.
Well, if you can run either, it's just digital's a bit faster. And
Yeah.
if you have any interest in it, the Let's Go and Twitch speedrunning community in general is super great and nice. And I'm not saying that just because I'm a moderator. Am I allowed to post a link?
I think it'll blank it out.
Are you allowed to post a link?
I should be. Just DM it to me, and I'll copy pasta.
Secrets.
Yeah, this is it's a very dynamic speedrun. Like you have to think the whole time and adjust to things, and that makes it really fun. So I highly recommend it if you have any interest in Pokemon speedrunning. It's a shorter Pokemon run, which is a sentence that is true, despite the fact.
It is a cursed sentence, but
Exactly.
Yeah, it's also just like a nice on-ramp to the ultimate flowcharts of Doom that most Pokemon speedrunning become.
why does it have flowcharts of Doom? That's an entirely different game.
Well, yes, this one doesn't have them. So, like, we're talking about, like, how the Agatha fight has a couple of different ways it can go based on things. From the other Pokemon...
I don't think she got it.
No, I picked it up. I saw what Dijon did there. I chose to ignore
Okay.
it.
That's fair. I respect that.
But yeah, like, you know, understanding how to do, like, different things based off your stats and reading charts for ranges is, like, the Pokemon speedrunning experience from the few times I've tried to look into other games. And
It's
this...
a lot simpler about that. It doesn't really give you any of that till the end because your stats are a lot more static. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, routing Pokemon games with using stat calculators and EXP calculators and all that stuff is
I made it easier.
She made it easier like a week after I routed a Sword and Shield trade alt main.
Alright. And here we are. It is time for the final Pika-Pet.
They brought you a gift.
Yeah.
Just for you to delete your save file.
And you can't even send it to Pokemon Home to save it. It is.
I know. It's trapped there
stuck.
forever.
It's like Vanellope von Schweetz before Ralph fixed Candy Rush or Sugar Rush or whatever it was called. Spoilers for Wreck-It Ralph.
I think Wreck-It Ralph came out like a decade ago, so I think you're good.
I was in college when I saw that in the theater, so yeah.
So, that was Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. Thank you both so much for hanging out. Thank you, Sparkover, for being a wonderful host.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
had a blast.
Yeah, I just want to give a shout-outs to, you know, Dijon for being the person who got me into Pokemon speedrunning in general.
I'm sorry.
Hey, we have fun together.
Yeah, I'm just...
You're wonderful.
Wow. You're tutorful.
Wow.
I'm also here.
May, you're pretty awesome too. Don't get this wrong.
Stop.
Anyway, we're gonna call it here, I think. Oh right, I am also restreaming, so I get to decide when the things stop.
You get to decide who lives and who dies.
I don't think I get to decide that. So anyway, thank you all. Sparko, any last minute announcements before I send us on over?
Well, this is going to be it for me. I was just here for this run, and I'll be taking off after this. Next up, we have got Ape Out Warpless by Osmorn. Other than that, thank you, folks. It's been lovely.